Kolosseum with the wake up fatal blow. Who would have thought? Kakoi.
Not my foot on and Kakui will take this tournament now. He will be on enough and the mighty unjust down. Oh my God. Kakui is going to be the third time Kolosseum champion for season number 1.
Welcome back to the Kolosseum, presented by pixelpros.io. Empower the creators.
Welcome back to the Kolosseum, everyone. It's season number X, week number 3 of this 8-week series. So glad to be here with you in our 5th year of hosting Mortal Kombat tournaments. Back again after a combo breaker just transpired, and even as a tournament is transpiring right now. For the pro competition, we had a little bit of a break, but glad to be back here with you guys. Hope you're ready for some Mortal Kombat because we got some craziness in store for you tonight. I'm your host, mistaaquaman, and joined once more on the microphone by my brother from across the pond. It is history behind the warrior who knows the histories behind a lot of warriors in these Mortal Kombat characters and players in the competitive scene. Welcome back, my friend. Hope you're ready for some pool action here on the Kolosseum.
Oh, as always, it's great to be back for the slaughter, my friend. Once again, thank you for having me back on. It's great to be commentating the NA scene because, it's not something I get to do too often, but it's always great to do so as it, introduces me to a bunch of new faces and some of the amazing, wonderful talent because, I put it like this, one of the great things about me, especially if I don't commentate too often, is that I get to see like the crazy amount of growth a single player can have over a course of time from just one commentating game. So thank you for having me on. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of familiar faces and seeing what they've, really brought to the game, especially with the changes and evolution from patches and cameos and especially characters, seeing as we're now at the end of the lifespan of MK1, probably only a few more patches on the way. So I'm looking to be impressed with a ton of other new characters incorporated from Combat Pack 2.
And I'm hoping to see a little bit of the fire lit in the North American scene as I have the last few weeks after Brazil happened, right after Viennality happened. Seeing those big events happen, the energy that was there and the play, especially from those Brazilians, I feel like put the entire world on competitive Mortal Kombat notice as things like Baraka were beating our world champions and shattering 11-year records held in competitive NRS games. Just absolute insanity. But we're going to be seeing some great players here tonight. Again, this is pool play. But before we get into what's happening tonight, I want to do a real quick recap and catch you up on where we are in the Kolosseum and what happened back in week number 2 to give you a heads up on some of the players that you expected to see do well because they have been dominating thus far here in the Kolosseum. This is the week 2 results. And on top, upsetting our week 1 champion, which was Mari, was Hourglass of Rain, showing off the brand new Melina Lau with that orbital hat. And oh my God, it is MKX Melina plus MKX Lau in one competitive package. History behind the warrior. It is absolutely gross. But we had El Kakui, our defending champion of season number 9. And is a 3-time champion here at Kolosseum, getting 3rd there with the sector. Love the variety. Everyone using a different character. Rogelio with the Gearus. We did see a backshot combo. It was fantastic. Yakuza changing it up with the Sindel as well. We even saw some Kenshi. Who knows what we're going to see here tonight. And here are the current standings after 2 weeks. How the Kolosseum works is every week, top 32. That's a lot. Top 32 each bracket. Earn points after 8 weeks. Top 16 in points make our finals. In that finale, money is on the line. We're almost up to $200 already. If you guys want to contribute to the problem, man, a little bit put in there already. Hold up. G-Star putting in 15 bucks. Thank you so much, man. Taking us up to $190 in the prize pool right now. Thank you so much. If you guys want to contribute, you can at this link right here. Money, money, money. That's the good graphic right there, History. We didn't show you that one. Where the money flies everywhere. That is where the $1.4 million Kolosseum production budget went. It all went into the money in the fire. And the X in the background. That thing is absolutely stellar. But if you guys would like to contribute to this prize pool, you can right there, scan the QR code, and oh my goodness, NetherRealm with the raid. Hope you guys enjoyed that Brazilian regional finale where Zeus, the god of thunder, ended up taking online Brazil and will be competing again. He's back-to-back Brazilian champion for the pro competition and will be representing them at Final Combat. He is a final boss down there. 3-2 over Singafrio in semifinals, 3-0 over Conqueror in winners finals, and 3-1 over Conqueror in grand finals. That's a hell of a run right there. Zeus was gaming, and so was Conqueror with Kenshi Frost. It was incredible. Welcome, everyone. This is the Kolosseum, a North American online tournament series hosted by myself. And welcome. It's going to be a great night. We are just beginning pool play here. Just went over the previous bracket, just went over the standings, and I'm going to invite the very first match. Again, this is pool play, so we're just going to be pulling matches from open brackets. And if you want, Rick, we can go and show them the Start GG and just show them the madness that currently is the open bracket system right now. As I invite our first one, this is going to be Kells going up against Trillion. And I was just introduced to Trillion here recently. Got to see him compete at Combo Breaker and made a huge run with Rain. I think that he even got points, or was almost as high as points, results-wise at that event. He's a really good Rain player, and that's kind of why I'm getting him on stream here, because I'm 100% biased. It's my tournament, and I'm gonna do what I want.
I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't be mistaaquaman if there wasn't a player. We gotta keep it on brand, man.
We're gonna make it rain. That's what's gonna happen here. And we got some absolute killers in the bracket tonight. Online Kale playing in his first week this season. He hit me up and said, Aqua, I need those points. Because I showed him one thing, and Online Kale says, I need it, and I need to beat everyone that shows up for it. Real quick. Can you put me full screen, Rick? I'm gonna show it off quick and early.
Ooh.
The Kolosseum. Let's get into the first match. It's gonna be Kells versus Trillion. Oh no. You guys missed my audio right there, but I just went off about how awesome that trophy is. That is our Season X trophy right there, the official one. It's going to the winner of the entire season. Strap in. It's gonna get crazy. We will get that fixed. Trillion off to a big block right there on the overhead, but no punish. It gets the rain pressure started. That water pressure can get turned up to 11 with his new cancel there. Callum, you can be +3. I'm calling you by your government name. I'm so sorry. Oh no.
That is no problem at all. I mean, that's how hyped we are for this match, because one of the great things about, being and serving as a commentator is just kind of the crazy stuff that you do end up seeing. With that said, we do see some Havoc on the screen right now. And this was a character that many people weren't really feeling, the first few weeks of this game, but this man got the DLC main big bad villain buff, and he's been on a bit of a tear.
That's gotta be one of my favorite changes throughout this Mortal Kombat 1 lifespan, was seeing a character from the ashes become a boss character, as he should have in his own DLC. And the huge pickup from Trillion, he's absolutely got those right now, and that is essential to the Rain Jaina game plan. Is going to be executing those punches, getting those max conversions off of everything that Rain really has, because he doesn't have a lot of pickups, especially meterless on his own. Really relying on that. Going to be crucial. Going to need to chop away a lot of this health bar. He's got 1050 health he's fighting against here, and he's going to react.
Oh, wait.
It's going to be no time to stop it. No, does not hit him on the Movado summon, and I think this is going to be close to death. Raw, Rain hits like a truck.
Yeah, gotta keep in mind, though, even if he does land this, there's 10 seconds left on the clock. Has to get this, but does not care. Goes for the back three into the airdrop.
Round 2.
All right, one round locked in on the board for Trillion right now. Looking quite good. That forward throw. Of course, one of the benefits of the cameo with Janet is that you do get a throw combo right afterwards. It's not too much, but damage is damage. And when you're up against someone like Havoc, who has so much health to deal with, you want to make every hit count.
And this is one of the few teams that can really utilize the plus frames you can set up with that. That was a sweaty up block right there to get started. Trillion showing off the defensive side of his gameplay as well. but they're setting up that whirlpool as needy as possible with those high Janet launches so that they arrive as late as possible into the frames. Like, watch here. They arise into super plus frames right there, and I've seen a lot of people setting that up way more with this team of late. Very few cameos can do that. Really, Janet, Scorpion, and one other for even less damage. But wait a minute, someone that can do some damage is Havoc.
32 off basically nothing at all at that point. That low launcher has done absolute wonders for Havoc's game plan. He's going to snap his head back. Keep it in the game. Again, a wonderful tech right there. 2 going to go for the throw. Going to get a throw combo off this. But there's not a lot of time. He needs to capitalize on as much of this as possible. Go for the meaty blood ball.
Took the risk with the armor with a couple seconds left. A drop is going to give him life. Put the wing up down too. He actually avoided the chip because of it and swings with another one. That was absolute savagery right there. Taking us back to the year 2020. Going for a down 2 crushing blow. What was that?
Oh god, Chip is in Jade.
Whoa. I didn't say Jade. No. You can't be. No.
Just PTSD association at this point. Look at that meaty whirlpool again.
And he sacrifices what a lot of Reigns go for right there, which is the safe jump setup. He'll just go for the plus frames up close. He wants to be up and mixing. And he used a lot of the plus frames in the pressure as well. Gets kicked in the forehead for his advancement, though. Big read.
Yeah, gonna suffer a lot for it. Yep, has to break it. Doesn't have to deal with it this late in the game. Very nice blocks. It's a challenge to cancel. But, oh no, this is gonna be a lot of damage of the corner in play right now.
Oh, this is so optimal, setting up plus frames again. He's gonna set the throw combo. Absolutely disgusting. He gave him a swirly history behind the warrior. A swirly here live on the Kolosseum. This is just ridiculous.
That's not done. Like, still comboed him. It's like he's dead. You got through the health bar. He's over. But no, at that point, it's probably a sign of confidence as well. It's like, I worked really hard to get that opening. I'm just gonna take it, man. But that ending is gross. Gripping someone and tossing them into a whirlpool to combo them like that. That's
yeah, this is the gross setup right here. Putting the active frames of that right behind you as you wait, you arise into the grab and you get sucked into the maelstrom behind you right there. That is a water wizard doing watery wet things, my friend. And I'm not saying that sentence again.
Havoc Citadel.
I want nothing else
I
to
refuse.
do with you, Havoc.
Alright, that's one game down for Trillion right now. So currently leading the charge. See if he can hold all of this momentum. It was very, very back and forth in that very first game. And they went down to the clock on 2 occasions, actually.
And this is his Kolosseum debut. Kels has been a regular here for quite some time, but Trillion enters his very first one. Thanks for joining, man. You put on a hell of a performance already.
Yeah, always a good sign. You know, I know whilst we're very, very late into MK1's lifespan, there's still new players wanting to turn up to the scene, show what they got and how they've been working and maybe playing this game since release, just now having confidence to participate online. Combo conversion into the 2-4 Movado. I recognize that one combo. Oh, 41 damage. Hurts so good. 3-4 goes for the down 4 and another. Oh, it's been on point with those.
Always got to be ready for that back throw when it's in a launch state. And oh my goodness, something that not a lot of people are looking for is the nutcracker from Janet out of nowhere. Not over-risking it with the pressure of the throw. That armor's so slow from Havoc. He's going to try to whittle away the health bar, and he gets the mix to open him up. And Kel's been pretty decent.
Yeah, Kel's been really implementing a lot of those mix-up capabilities that he's had with that low launch. I don't blame him. Like, the damage off it's insane. Like, it will catch you out, and then you will lose like 30 or 40 just like off the launch.
That was a disturbing pickup right there. I can't believe he was ready to be looking for the anti-air. That's someone who has labbed that setup so much that he knows what happens when someone tries to jump it and gets hit in an airborne state. That's pretty gross right there. This kid's game.
We'll talk about the game. With the sweep into the Movado assist. Ooh. To deal with it.
It's a scary spot to deal with.
Yeah, time to get mixed, kid. Ooh, gonna get the arm tear launcher as well. 2-4 drop kick. Oh, wake up jump.
Disrespected by the wake up jump, and he jumps again and catches a punish as well, whiffing forever as the Havoc. The Haymaker's not working out. Got the Janet, and will still get the triple punch to avoid all the hit advantage. That is just sensational. Oh my goodness, Hank Hill calm down in the back. I'm just kidding. It was much needed, but he gets the hit back, and this is gonna be close.
Oh, this is gonna suck. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Ooh, will this kill maybe?
By God, it
Oh
did.
yeah, wow.
Caught a stray in a 490 and a blink of an eye. And this chaotic warrior, Havoc's never out of it, man.
Absolutely not, man. Like I said, the second he got that DLC buff advantage, it completely changed his character. And he just hits like an absolute truck. And you know what? As he should. I waited 14 years for this character. I don't care he busted. He's cool. It is now
1-1.
1-1. To be fair, it does not feel like 1-1 currently, considering how incredibly back and forth these two have been playing. But they are very ferocious.
I thought Trillion had 2 as well, Mike, but I'm pretty sure it was that game 1 was just so long. Because I see 1-1 in the King of the Hill. Top of the street. Oh, I guess the Netcracker and hidden underneath the screen was Movado's mine for the pickup, and he gets some decent damage off that. Throw combos for 250 are good. Oh no, my God, the corpse off.
Yeah, went for the blade wake up.
This is the first time I'll get to say that it's actually canon that a character has corpse hops like that, and it's going to be Havoc.
Of course it would be.
That's canon.
Big jump, yep, can work around the Movado trap. Is going to be hit. Meaty beam, yep, going to go for 7+ frames. Nice cancel right there.
God, the water pressure is too high for him right now. Goes for a hit that was, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he got him with the stand 3 of rain right there into the Janet 140, and that is enough. Dang, that looks more than it always seems to be, man. That forward throw of Janet is such a powerful tool to have, especially when you can match it with the launching back throw, making both options lethal. Stand 2, the Shredder, but doesn't get there in time to stop the big armor, which is Havoc.
Yeah, the funny thing is that whilst everyone talks about the armor properties of the arm tear, no one talks about like the revenge mechanic tied to it. So if you hit Havoc when he's actually doing it, it does way more damage. But that being said, Trillion is looking to turn it back in his favor right now. Backs up a little bit, gonna get that forward throw, but man, this guy's just unthrowable. He just has been teching throws nearly all over the place.
Look at the space he's playing at just outside of the normals of Havoc right now. Always threatening that back 3. That was a really good forward dash in order to stop the startup of it. Now he's holding the water pressure. That is a plus cancel right there. The 1-1-4 into the water beam cancel is one of his few plus ones he'll actually do in pressure. That's up close. Doesn't get the pickup. Gonna need a miracle now as Kells. He's got 30 seconds on the board. He's got a fatal blow, and comeback. Start somewhere.
Looking for that optimal as well. This is standing 1. Switch up. He's gonna have the corner to work with. Oh no, that cheeky man was looking to maybe get that mix locked in.
And one of your only defensive options there is to try to flawless block that at the last possible second. But it's a bold thing to try to flawless block, because if you're off, it hurts. And he saw movement, but it's still too far for the punish. He gets hit by the mix. This is huge.
He's still committed to it. I respect it. Yeah, just has to chip him out. It's the time.
Oh no!
That won't be in time. Oh, that was so close. If he'd done it just on the second one, he would have actually been able to close it out there. But again, another game that went down to the end of the clock. So much patience between these two. My goodness me. Yeah,
Taking it closer than right there. I love how here at the end he just decides to make it rain with the rain gods. Boom!
Yeah, if he went on the second one, that would have been it, but jumped a little bit too preemptively right then. That's a bit sad to see, because it just slipped out of his fingertips. But again, information going into this maybe possible last round. Trillion leading charge with the 2-1 currently.
Rain. No, but my hydromancy will.
Round 1. Fight.
Right, coming into our possible last match between these two. Let's see how it goes. If Trillion's able to finally seal things out with 3-1. Was Kells able to lock things in for another game? Well, possibly even giving us a game 5 in our first match of tonight. Just
I mentioned earlier that all of... Oh, he's setting up the portal. We're about to get tricky. The water wizard is casting a lot of spells right now.
That was so diabolical. That is a man feeling himself.
He put him in a corner. He teleported him to the Zelda water temple with no resources. He said, good luck, champ. And he whip punished him. With the...
It's like, good luck, kid. Throws him in the bottom of the ocean.
There's been a troublesome normal there. Poor Kells has been dealing with the back three and more specifically the back cancel off of the back three, because that's what sets up the space. You notice here? Oh, and it took away the ability to press with the Janet. That's just every mind game when that back three is blocked, especially here in the corner. The back dash, it's hard to stop there from Havoc, and it's a bold challenge to forward dashing to a button because the brain just presses again. It could interrupt. That's the game that you guys are playing up close. Yeah, having to swing with some of those slower normals and reversal here. Take some risks.
It looked like he was struggling for a second there, but he really applies that damage right now. Stick him in the corner, keep him there, make him guess, and oh, so much damage! 441. That overhead, looks for the armor, but bends it all a little bit too early, too soon. Kells still in this fight, looking to tie things up. That's the funny thing as well. That's the difference between, I feel like, the style of players and characters. Trillian has to really kind of open up that mix with the back three and a lot of his options right now, but 22 on the hit. Whereas Kells is like, if I can hit you once, it's gonna really suck. Oh, cameo defensive options right there, but the up block.
Oh, no.
Just drop the punish.
He missed his forward jump right there, only got the neutral jump on the jump cancel part of the special, which is important to execute properly. He throws the maelstrom of a mix-up. That's 4-3 cancelable into the throw, where it's that double damaging threat. Again, a forward throw and the slight walk back. That was immaculate spacing if I've ever seen it. And how big of a cash out are we getting? Sets up the stage jump, no, sets up the portal. Even sees the mine and has time to cancel, keep himself safe against it, and sets up another watery grave of a back three. And my man is gaming. That will be 3-1 for Trillian, lighting up the Kolosseum in the first match of tonight. That was a round one match right there.
That did not feel like a 3-1. I'll put it like that, man. That was a but well played all around, and Kells really brought the fight there with the Havoc. I was pleasantly surprised with everything I saw. It's just, you know, when it came to Trillian and that controlling of the space and making sure that every hit really counted when it lands, man, it's such scary stuff once Rain gets going. Look at that, that beautiful spacing. So good.
Yeah, some of those back threes were disgustingly spaced, as some of us would say in the streets. You know, which can mean a really good thing. I know a lot of people take that in a negative context, but it's a very positive context here when I say it, trust me. Very, very well spaced and played by Trillian, who's off to a great start for his first Kolosseum. Ooh, gotcha.
Yeah, very, very strong opening. Very, very strong opening. And big props to him, and I hope we get to see them again a little bit later on. You never know. You know, we could see some very familiar faces, some older faces popping in and out. I'm looking forward to it.
And got another match on deck. Let me add this gentleman on WB, and we got it. I'm bringing on someone who we haven't had here on the Kolosseum in quite some time, but he's an absolute classic. The #1 YouTube comment hate section is about this particular player, at least was for quite a few years. Simply due to his play style, but a great guy, an OG of the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have Sunio on deck here in the Kolosseum, going up against Alto FGC, who I think is one of the younger guys, but I could be dead wrong because he has a Cyber Sub-Zero profile picture on Star GG.
It could be anything. Maybe he just really likes the character. Maybe he's a loyalist. You never know.
We'll see.
We must certainly shall. But no, it'll be, again, is one of those things I said at the very start. It's always pleasant to see new faces, even if they are familiar ones, to kind of just see their growth over the course of time, because I don't get to commentate NA very, very often, so it's really, really cool. And thank you again to mistaaquaman for making this all possible, and thank you all in the streams for coming by, joining us today for this wonderful Mortal Kombat action, and still keeping the game very, very much so alive. And, you know, the heart of the community keeps it beating.
Invites are coming out in just 1 second, guys. This is a round number 3 match in the bracket.
Oh.
Which will put them, I want to say, 2 or 3 more matches from top 8 tonight. Already looking pretty good there on the winner's side. A big thing to note, I meant to say it when we went over the results of week number 2, is that our week 2 champion was unable to make it today. Hourglass of Rain had to DQ out.
So there's an open spot for someone to usurp.
That whole portion opened up, and that's the portion that Trillion happens to be in. It's Trillion versus Torso now. Seneca's and Full Auto is also in that section. I think Trillion or Full Auto could definitely take that. Looking at who's there, Torso and Seneca's both strong players, though. Elated going through the got DQ'd all the way. Wait a minute. This man, Elated, showed up and is 2 matches from top 8. That's how you do it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 9 people DQ'd in that little section right there. Just in one of them. You guys can follow along with ! bracket in the chat. I'm getting some invites out for this next match. It'll be Sunio versus Alto, and I haven't seen Alto play much. I'm pretty excited to see him. And that's why I'm really excited about doing pools again here at Kolosseum, is we get to see everyone outside of top 8 again here in the pool play.
Yeah, and you know, even if like we're talking about online tournament in general, I think it's just really, really good to see players in the online scene very much so, you know, grinding away, because sometimes, you know, when it comes to offlines, it's very expensive to get to. You might not have the time. Maybe just, you know, doing the offline thing isn't always your thing. So, you know, it's great to see the people come through here. You know, again, as I said earlier, keep the game alive, show that they still have that grind and enthusiasm, and, you know, just keep going at it, especially with this season in particular.
Absolutely. There's still plenty of time left. There's a lot of points at stake, and you get a lot of points even if you place, you know, low in the top 32. I have the spread as thin as humanly possible. I think the minimum amount of points you get is 25. And then 50 right on top of that, which is pretty dang high. I mean, winner only gets 250 on the week. So keep that in mind. Go for it. As you'll see who currently sits at the top in points right now, it's Mr. Mari. That Cyrax bow has been disgusting. I can't sugarcoat it. It's if you haven't seen it, go back and watch week 1 and 2. Sensational play. Even broke out he won week 1 with Quan Chi. History.
Of Quan Chi.
Quan.
That is cursed. Impressive, but cursed.
Alto, I have you added if you can accept. We'll get you in here. Yeah, here are the results from last week right here. Mari's 2nd place with that Cyrax Hourglass. Regaining a throne in a week. Sitting pretty at 3rd in points. Kukui's been solid as well at 2nd and 3rd. Mist has gotten 4th both weeks so far. Like an American hero right there. With the Homelander representing. Shletta as well. Thank you, Alto. I see you. You are invited. Good luck.
I can't get away from Homelander.
Rogelio's playing again this week as well with the Geras, and Geras always gets me excited. Yeah, I said it.
I mean, Geras is such a cool character, man. Like, his mechanics, his gimmicks, he's a grappler too. He speaks to that caveman part of our brains. How can we deny him?
You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but both History Behind the Warrior and I are Kotal degenerates.
I was putting it politely.
From X and 11.
I mean, all right. So here's a little fun story whilst we wait for these players to get locked in. Last combo breaker I saw you at, you unfortunately weren't there in the room, but I was hanging out there with our good friend Big D, and I didn't know about back 1 command grab of Kotal and MKX, and then he told me, and then I proceeded to do it 3 or 4 times until he was like, okay, I'm just going to do something about it. And then I just comboed him for it afterwards. And he was like, just got up out of his chair, walked into the bathroom, just stood there for like 10 minutes.
That's the mix-up right there.
That's the mix-up. I know that you know
or not. That's right.
Gonna ruin your day. That said, we should probably get onto this match here between Sunio and Alto. And I presume, knowing Sunio's style, anything with a projectile, his sort of flavor, his cup of tea to ruin someone's day.
Sunio is the dead opposite of what Scorpion screams in this game. You know how he says, get over here? Sunio is internal. He's screaming, get over there. Stay away from me. And go back to full screen and start again. He loves that keep away, space-oriented control. And this team, one of the best at doing it. And I gotta say, Motaro, really strong in the current meta. We got another donation to the Matcherino. Who's getting it? Oh my god, a lot of money came in. Sir Darth of Tardis putting in 50 bucks. He's currently going through the bracket right now. He just went to his first offline, a combo breaker. He put in $50 to the prize pool. Thank you so much. 241 bucks on the season.
Man. Cheers, dude.
Huge cheers. And then he just put in the Twitch chat, no fucking shot, I play Mist next. No refunds.
Rip 50 bucks.
There are no refunds.
We're bribing the brackets.
He said, "Wait a minute. That's not what I paid for." Yeah, fuck.
Flipped by the overhead. Full combo punch unfortunately does drop the stand free. A little bit of a tricky string to end on. Right there to set the rocket. Nonetheless, Sector is an absolute projectile juggernaut, but down too.
That was just to maximize the damage to get around the breaker. That was actually a really smart one. I thought it was just to send the message. It was also to send the message. Let's not beat around that bush either.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
kind of a
Sunio.
win-win.
Like, all right, I'll say as politely as I can. This man is gonna beat you, and then he's gonna clam slam his character afterwards.
He might teabag. He's gonna game one fatal.
No bite. Yeah.
Oh, he's
there
going
is
for the brutal instead. Never mind. He was.
tomato. The execution was gonna be.
Looks like meat's back on our menu, boys. Where's Brock gonna grab one of those legs? Absolutely cooked him.
Yeah, no, Sunio absolutely putting a really projectile-heavy wall that also just had to deal with. And, you know, it's one of those characters that get very, very frustrating to have to work around with having a full-screen teleport and that many projectiles. Honest to God, the style of play, and I hate to say this because I detest hearing this character going, Kya! It reminds me of Cetrion from MK11. Having that full projectile game, screen control, air projectile if need be, shot people out
teleport.
The sky. Yep, teleport combo capabilities. Like, you just can't win.
Hey,
the spirit.
Speaking of Big D, he's gonna catch a really big stray here, guys. Did you know that Big D made Evo top 8 and didn't even know that he could do a far version of the water move that she had? He found that out after making top 8 at Evo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you shitting me?
That being said, there is a character change and a switch to Reiko. I don't know if I entirely agree with this change, considering the projectile crushing abilities now of his shurikens. He doesn't really get that favorable trade. Once he gets like some, he still gets very nice damage.
That's a flawless victory that we're seeing happen before our eyes.
I'm about to bust.
Yeah, keep in mind he has more health because of Tremor, but that doesn't really matter right now. Oh yeah, he needs to work around that. Needs to absolutely chase down Sunio, just putting up those projectiles. Oh, yep, he needs to capitalize as much as possible. Looking for that bulldog. Oh, that
really
was
smart
sick.
block right there.
That was
taking a risk, and
very
oh my goodness, that's something scary you got to worry about against Sector Motaro in particular a lot. Is when she has a par and a half Motaro stock loaded, you really got to let her kind of have a turn because you got to be respecting that, which has multiple layers to it that she can kind of block or hit confirm into the Motaro as well.
Very smart as well, because I feel like also doing a small little run off his dash, but they're not fully committing to it, canceling it just in time. But again, by the time he gets there, he's going to be able to teleport right out. But like get punch that string, but that was actually really sick. Stand one into the shurikens, full Tremor up punch is nice, but again the chase game is going to be locked in time. I guess Sunio was not ready.
Yeah, I think Sunio expected that to convert when it already hit the shot, that it was going to go to an airborne state to convert into the third shot. Love to see him try to set up. He's already got a Motaro back to that turret. Coming back, and he interrupts the run with a grab. Sunio You madman just needs chip right now, and that is going to be all she wrote. Setting up the turret, which is a nightmare scenario, really, once Nitara becomes active and you're in a chip state. Because there's 3 shots coming, there's a sector coming behind it, she can teleport to get behind. Just try to zone out behind it for some chip. Reiko's options at that point are really limited. He can't do anything from full screen to challenge. He has no teleports himself.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I entirely agree with like this decision change, mostly because whilst I don't think Reiko's a terrible character in this particular matchup, that Trey favorability simply isn't there, and that's something that Sunio just like, he really thrives on it. And I think we're seeing that switch back to Noob Cyborg, actually. There it is. Okay, we're back to the Noob Janet again. This is actually a really strong team. I know many people say that like Noob has been power crept out, but I don't think that's the case. I just think that the popularity of this character competitively isn't quite there. And I think it's a case of, much like Sector and even Shqarok in that regard, it's going to take time for people to really figure out how to use this version of Noob Cyborg, because he has so many moves.
And this is just one of the many things that I can talk about, but just think about this throughout this match, is that Noob Saibot, anytime Sector does something, if Noob Saibot teleports correctly, like right there, he could have teleported. If he's right, that could be up to 400, 500 into a mix-up situation, which is set play. Yeah, all that's always got to be on the back of Sunio's mind, but he doesn't look like he feels threatened whatsoever by any of it, because he is just swinging freely about the cabin right now on this airplane to hell.
You're getting 100% looking for a Twitter video and a clip right there. And unfortunately, Otto's going to be at the end of it. Far from out the fight, but right now he really needs to get the engine going. Wonderful reactions on that Shadow Cloak. Jump in. Nice guess, but doesn't keep himself safe.
Also that overhead, it's so late in the string, you expect a stagger with how much time has gone by. One of the cool things about Noob, he's got such lingering and advancing strings that have hitboxes themselves, but he himself can't be hit if those shadows are. It's, that's definitely what I was talking about. Disrespected by the down one. Out of there is Sunio. Catching up, blocks up the extra damage. Just the 120.
Does have the life lead though right now, but has to be careful. Doesn't want to overextend. Might fatal blows in play. Oh no! Did the commentator's curse just strike?
He was burning so long too before Nitara went up here and activated the actual animation. That was some max damage that he got before the breaker came. This might be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Sunio coming down with a hammer and will take this 3-0. Sunio is back. And now we're getting the final. Whee!
The really cool fatality, man. I love this one. It's so good. Burn to a crisp. Turn to tomato sauce.
Sector
so
used Meteor. It's super effective.
No, but
GG's.
very, very well played from Sunio. Just constantly kept control of the entire match, which is really what you want to do with this team, you know? Like I said, there's echoes here of Cetrion, just space control, projectile, get away from me. And he does it so well, but also showed a lot of comfort when he got in off that back three with the backwards rockets, just launching them to the sky, triple loops. That stuff's really tough to do correctly, especially in the online, you know, system, so to say. But, you know, well played all around. Hopefully we can still see Auto a little bit better, because there was definitely some shades of excellence there, especially from that Reiko and Tremor, which was super cool to see. Just admittedly, I don't think it was the right matchup for that team to be in play with.
Absolutely. Setting up the next one too. Looks like we're gonna be getting that man that just put $50 into the prize pool. Big shout outs to Sir Darth of TARDIS. I'm telling you guys, Omni-Man is going to be going up against Mist. Going to try to get that one here on stream. Hoping Mist is here.
Nope.
Invites are coming out.
Crossed.
I'll look in a second. Pull up the standings. Yeah. Let's find out this tag real quick. Bingo.
Oh, look at those pretty graphics right there, guys.
Mist, are you online? Yes. He is. Invites are out. So Darth of Tardis and Mist. Mist has gotten 4th the last 2 weeks of Kolosseum. Mr. Consistency. Both players in already. We got a match. History. Let's get into this next one. I expect Homelander from Mist, and I expect nothing but Homelander. Now, versus Darth of Tardis, Omni-Man or Lee May. And it looks like we're going to be taken on a mustache ride.
But fair. Good point.
And we get the iconic matchup that everyone wanted when it came to the guest characters when they were announced. We got a battle of the Superman copies, the whatever you want to call them, the clones, that's how you start right there. Just getting up close and personal with the Haymaker. Taking him to the corner. This is what this character's all about, man. But let's see if Omni-Man's got something here. He's considered, not the strongest, but when he hits, he can hit hard. He's got some unique movement. And properties too.
This is a character I put a lot of time with. Absolutely adore how he plays, but admittedly, when it goes up against Homelander, just the spacing tools that this character has, especially bundled with Pharaoh, which gives him like a launch, it can be so troublesome to deal with. But it's going to be clipped by the overhead, slammed into the ground with the back throw. Oh, no, does it far too late? He's going to be stunned. Eat full combo damage for this. Well, stuck in that corner. It's Homelander. Mist looking extremely comfortable right now. Very confident as Homelander. Come on, Sir of Tardis. Do it for Planet Viltrum.
You have an whole empire that you're fighting for. This man's fighting for a corporation. He had the first dodge. If only he helped. The stance, he's going to get punished this time around.
My man, no fair.
He said, think. Ooh, they both go for some mix-ups, and it's Darth getting on a full screen punish. Unreal. They are trying to make some reads right now, History.
Yeah, looking for that very meaty forward three. Maybe crush something. Ooh, ducks right under it, but you gotta be careful when it comes to dealing with a character like Homelander. So deceptively quick. Go for the down one. Nice blocks this time for Mist, but he's gonna get the throwaway laser. He's gonna get that big corner carry right now. Time to guess, but ooh, gonna get caught by the sweep. No wake up Viltrumite stance this time. Excellent stuff from Mist. The crazy adaptation of both sides here, playing really well. So
hey, Darth?
Sir of Tardis needs to be careful of his wake up options now because he can't keep going for the Viltrumite stance every time.
Yeah, finally find an answer for it there with the sweep. Is still susceptible to the lows. Are both of these characters parry-like mechanics? There you see, he just went for the sweep right there. And then through the mid mix-up, float in and of itself becomes a mix-up. It could be empty float, it could be float into kick, it could be float into the overhead punch. Frame data is going to be different in both scenarios. If he dashes again afterwards, is he going to mix up afterwards? Does he have Farah? That's going to be a mix-up on top of a mix-up? Bro, don't even get me started.
So many layers, too many
we
layers.
haven't seen, it's also fitting that they're both using Farah because there's some flying, caped up, souped up sons of bitches here on a Saturday afternoon, but we haven't seen a lot of what the Farah Omni-Man can bring to the table. I've seen some of what it can pick up, but Darth is not finding the hits, and every time he gets hit, he's finding himself in his new home called the corner.
Oh my goodness me, that was 46 damage. That's something. He's gonna go for the command throw, gonna go after chest bump, but looks for the overhead. No punish for it. Time to guess, just gets caught by the big boot. Oh, but a bit too ambitious right there, and he is gonna be punished for it. A lot of damage.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Round 2.
Apparently so,
damn.
when you got that mix-up capability.
Oh my
damn it,
god, he
just
said that, he said that, and then he just went in and punched him in the face to the sky. God, Homelander, you sick son of a bitch. That's canon though.
That it is very much so canon. Make sure to drink your milk, guys. That you can do it yourself. My stance gonna go ahead.
Dropping the buff Omni-Man with the emotes in the chat right now.
Oh no, doesn't quite get punished for that. Very ambitious to do so. It's for the low. Time to guess. Guess is right. I can't quite get full combo off it, and Viltrumite starts, unfortunately. big whiff punish right there from Mist, taking it right to the corner. I don't think that would be enough. No, not enough. One more mix though, but yeah, just the big leg. Honestly, that big leg is just such a menace. And here comes the worst outro in the game.
You know, it's the worst and the best at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not lactose intolerant, drink your milk. If you can, you know, maybe on the lower fat side of things, lower sugar content and higher protein. There are healthier options out there, but milk is good for you.
That is true. That is true. I'm going to avoid any very obvious jokes out there. But yes, drink your milk.
Like what?
That ain't milk. Anyway, let's get back to the... Final game, maybe.
That never happened. Oh, right in time for online Tony, one of the fathers of one of our players to show up in our live stream right there. Welcome, Tony.
Saying that, we're gonna start off with long explosive damage. 3.
Ooh, Darcy not with his chest, but inputting the wrong Movado right there. He goes with the Omni-Man Movado, which is known for having that chest launcher. But boy, you gotta put him in quick. That's what. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, Sir TARDIS he's making a lot of bold moves off the Viltrumite stance. And the thing is, as good as the spine snap is, it's not quite as quick as you think it'd be. Right there is going to be caught for, and Mist knows that that's kind of been Sir TARDIS's like go-to button to work around his projectile game. He's more or less just baiting him out at this point because he's very comfortable with utilizing it.
It's the overhead. No belief behind it in anything there.
Yeah,
he's locked in the corner. Can he get out? He's got the Movado Mind to back him up. He comes off his breaker too. This is not looking good.
Unfortunately, no hit confirmed there into the full combo. Is going to be clipped by the command grab. It's going to do so again. Oh, wonderful catch. Felt in his bones. No fatal blow, however. Choose just to keep it simple. Yeah, that will be all she wrote. It was just going to be very, very gimmicky. Not law accurate, but we respect the finish. And
I don't know. I know some may beg. Just kidding. Omni-Man's wiping the floor with that man. Are you kidding me? Let's not even joke about it.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you got away from that screen, considering the joke I made at the very start. But very well played on Mist's part. He looked unbelievably comfortable, not just in that matchup, but just his options and his spacing was super on point. And as good as Sir TARDIS was playing, those hit confirms just weren't quite there at the times he needed them to be. Also, shout out to the name, because that's obviously very much so, because I'm British. It's a homage to Doctor Who, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much for having him on. But well played all around. Again, just working those hit confirms, and that would have definitely changed. But at that point,
some of those 2-2s, even the one that he woke up with a 2-2, if we just saw the confirm in the corner, definitely could have turned things around. Because he was just missing that one juicy hit into a full combo pickup that could have set up really everything for him. Because he can take away the wake up armor and parry reads because he's got that forward check. And with the Movado pairing, could have had to pick up off some of the armors and raw chests that existed out there too.
Yes.
And if you miss something like that, where you mean to have something happen that only comes out on hit, so there's no wasted resources, you mess that up and you send a full Movado mine, that costs you a whole round. If you mess up a Movado mine right there where you get no utility out of it, you get the full cooldown of Movado, and then Homelander's just going to work on you. Because he's not threatened really at all by Omni-Man anywhere on the screen. What a presence that Homelander has, I feel like, over him in a lot of that regard.
Yeah, just an unbelievably fundamentally strong character. Has tools everywhere across the screen. And when you pair him up with Farah, and I also think that it really benefited Homelander that he came out the same time as Farah. So they just went hand in hand on release with what was there. And they were like, yo, look at how busted this is. And he's become flavor of the month. That's turned to year. And basically guest character of the game in that regard with how strong he is right now.
And there was a time where he got a slight slap on the wrist, and everyone thought he was nerfed into the ground. And then all of a sudden, character was still doing his thing. He was still doing his thing and still does his thing right now, eerily similar to the T1000, where it's just kind of a slap on the wrist. It's not as lethal as it was before, but still doing its thing as T1000 out there in the competitive streets.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. This is why I love MK. They'll get the biggest, baddest characters will get a slap on the wrist, and it's like, man, my 100 damage combo only does 98% now. What? That's ridiculous. Whilst completely forgetting how absolutely whack they kind of are in that regard. Like, it's one of my favorite parts. But, those characters proved to continue to be very strong. Of course, as you pointed out, the T1000 did get that slap on the wrist, but he still has all his options. He's still extremely strong. It's not just the core of the character, you got to remember, it's the cameos that complement that moveset and mindset into it.
Mist goes on to face online Kale again. Ooh. That is going to be a Homelander mirror of the century going on in that one. Holy crap. I feel like that happened somewhere recently. That's a big one. Good luck to both. And again, online Tony, father of online Kale, joining us tonight. If he gets to win, we'll definitely see him again. I'm going to save those winners matches for top 8 to be streamed, just to give everyone a heads up. And up next, we're going to be waiting on this next one, but I'm really excited to be waiting on it because I want to see either of these players. I've never seen. We're waiting on. Oh, it looks like they're submitting the scores right now. We have a player named Juice Famous.
Juice Famous?
Who defeated Xander 3-0. And Xander almost got top 8 at Texas Showdown. So wow. Damn, who's Juice? Oh, never mind. It looks like Xander DQ'd out. Never mind. I just caught up on their start. I just caught up on their Start GG chat. But let's pretend that this man Juice just 3-0'd Xander, okay? Absolutely cooked him. And so it's going to be Juice Famous versus, I think it's going to be Sentinel MK. No, that went to a game 5. Oh my God. They're reporting the scores right now between Sentinel MK and Jujitsu Otter. I'm waiting on the winner of this match.
Rick, that's a good name.
Rick, please go to the bracket. We're gonna do something wonky here, just so you guys can see. This makes my day every time that I see this guy. If we can go to the bracket, A1, and find Sentinel MK versus Jujitsu Otter. Oh my God, Jujitsu Otter won. We're gonna see Jujitsu Otter on stream.
Let's go.
Let's go. Click.
What a name.
Click that match. It is about halfway down. It is AZ or AM. Yeah, to the left, that one. I am inputting the match score right now as 3-2 Jujitsu Otter. Click Jujitsu Otter's name, and if you guys can see that little picture he's got, it's a little otter with like a martial arts bandana. It is a Jujitsu Otter.
Bro, as someone who started wrestling,
he did pretty good last week.
I respect how this man commits to the gimmick.
Incredible.
So good. But yeah, no, what a wonderful name. That's one of the pleasant things about being a commentator, having to announce some very interesting names.
So, I mean, there were some surprises in the bracket this season, for sure. There's someone competing today with the name No Asshole.
Who could forget the infamous Glizzy Gobbler in the Pro League?
Yep, the old Glizzy. Oh my God, hearing Ketchup say that, and then him and Tendo try to keep a straight face was great.
Oh Christ. Big respects our fellow commentating brothers for being more professional than we are currently on their parts.
All right, let me get these guys added on WB. I gotta back out real quick.
All right, wonderful. Favorite gamer tag I've run into is Penguin Gooch.
Wait, what?
The wise words of Ancient Blade, bestowing knowledge upon the chat.
All right. That's
Penguin Gooch.
Okay. Jujitsu Otter's WB is Sir. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not. Nope. Nope. We're just not doing it. We're just not doing it. They're probably gonna see it on the stream anyway, and I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna get them added though, and do my job.
Dude, peer pressure.
And then move this along. Yep. I can't believe I have to type it in right now. If I'm being honest with you. I'm spelling it right now. If you guys are in the Kolosseum Discord, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope you're having a good week. Again, everyone that rated in from the NetherRealm stream, hope you enjoyed Pro Comp Brazil's finals. Zeus is going to Final Combat.
Yes, another player confirmed for that big Final Combat event at the end of this year. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I just saw the name. You can say that.
Yep. Yep.
All right, let me take a look at this as well. Is
Sir gargled nuts a lot.
First, we're talking about fucking milk not being milk.
Did they hear you, Rick? Or do?
That man's dying. That man's dying right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
and demonetized.
Oh, it comes with the job. We do MK. We know that.
The WBs I'm inviting now are Sir Gargle, Nuts a Lot, and Juice Famous. So I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. I thought this was a Mortal Kombat stream, but after 7 o'clock, stuff gets different.
Bro, I don't know how we've fallen down this rabbit hole after I made one Homelander milk joke. Like, it has just snowballed.
That's what
so
it takes,
well,
man.
I'm about to bust.
Having that soundbite on deck's not great either. It's not helping. Thanks, Hank. King of the Hill is back, by the way. Super excited to check that out. To the 4 people watching that are old enough to know that. A lot of youngins in the scene today. History.
Too many. I feel like the older we get and the younger they are, the quicker not only their reactions are, but just the more they have at their fingertips. I'm just like, I was nowhere near that good at that age. I thought.
All right, thanks for bearing with how slow I was able to add these players, guys. But I am getting the invites out now.
It's fine. We have plenty of penguin gooches to talk about, plenty of milk slurping.
I mean, we can go through the bracket and just say some of the funnier names. Let's see, Half Baked Bean.
Bean.
Yep. Hybrid Smoke.
Hybrid Smoke. Okay, that's an interesting one. Well, someone is just called the alphabet. Fair enough. We'll fight your kids.
We'll Fight Yo Kids is one of the mainstays here at the Kolosseum. That's right. If your kids sign up for the Kolosseum, he's gonna fight him in Mortal Kombat in a safe online setting. Here. Yeah, that's a thing.
I retract what I said earlier about some of these newer names and faces.
What does this mean? This guy's name is Sauce with a B.
Sauce with a B.
What?
That feels like someone's name was generated. I can't lie.
Barbecue sauce?
I love this name. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Paper Cut Radiation.
Paper Cut that sounds
name.
like a name of a metal band or an album.
That's a great name right there.
That's very good.
CP3O signed up. The CP3O. That's a bot. I gotta ban him. All right, in my chat, Juice is here. We're just waiting on Jujitsu Otter. Which is just another great one. Put it on the list.
Brilliant name. It's famous in Jujitsu Otter. Right, so I feel like we need to know the lore behind Jujitsu Otter at this point. Right, how do you get that name? That sounds like an Xbox 360 like name generated thing.
We'll see if he's in chat. Oh, Rick, show him. What are these guys fighting for? The official Season X trophy. Look at that thing. Golden, beautiful, carved out of onyx stone at the highest peak of the the Roman temples. This is the Colosseum. Let me not get it mixed up. Hold on a second. The highest peak of those Roman mountains at the apex of their civilization. This thing was carved for you guys to win here in Season X.
So pretty.
And that skull is the same skull you're going to see if we make it to a Game 5 today.
God. Funny enough, I'm very surprised we have not gotten to a Game 5 so far, considering how close these matches have actually been.
I'm going to try to invite this guy PSN instead. Sorry, guys. We're trying to get one of the players in.
Meanwhile, whilst we wait cautiously, everyone in chat, what are your current thoughts on the next NetherRealm game? Is going to be MK vs DC?
Oh, that's about to get spicy.
Yeah, we're going to make things we're going to upset chat. Is it going to be MK vs DC 2 and Justice 3? MK 13? Yep, I'm saying 13 because I don't know about saying MK 2, and there'll be another game called MK 2. MK Ultra. MK1 Ultra.
Wait. Like CIA? Hold on a second. No. Okay, I think I'm being trolled.
I don't think they can use that name. That'd be a weird YouTube algorithm.
All right, I'm gonna try to have him invite us to a king, though, guys. We'll see if that works. Sorry for the delay, guys. Sometimes this is the way she goes, especially with crossplay, which is what we're currently dealing with. Trying to get these players into a hill for you. We are getting close to our top 8 matches already. I think after this, we're going to be pretty close. 1 or 2 away. El Kukui's about to face Lil Dre. B Wood's waiting to play 4 top 8. B Wood's having a really good season. Elated versus Full Auto. Rogelio versus the Mighty Injustice, all happening right now. That's in pool A number 2. There's only 2 pools, A1 and A2.
Yeah, things are looking very, very interesting. Do recommend checking out the pools as well from Start GG to see what is exactly going on behind the scenes. You can see on screen right now. Plenty more action going on.
Our top 2 seeds actually didn't show up today. Mari DQing out as well in that A1 pool. Actually, take a look at A2, like I was saying. El Kukui getting ready to play up there against Lil Dre. B Wood waiting there, and we will get that match for top 8 here on stream. That's probably going to be our first one. It's likely going to be El Kukui versus B Wood. General Shao's about to light it up.
We do love us some General Shao here.
Oh, baby. And there's A2. And let's go take a look at A1. All right, cool. I got an invite from him, and then I'm going to invite you guys once I get there. Here, Mari not showing up. Dwarf getting through there. Currently, I think is tied for a 32nd on the leaderboard. Manny and Jago fighting their way through that section as well. Joystick on this half of the bracket, and so is going to be the winner of this match. This match we're seeing right now, Jiu-Jitsu Otter and Juice Famous. Bottom half of the bracket, it's Mistin Online Kale. Sunio waiting on the winner of that. Sunio beating Michael Seraphan. That'd be a crazy one. That was likely Giras Motaro versus Sector Motaro, but Michael Seraphan may have gone something else off of Giras for that match. I feel like not a lot of Gears like that one.
It does not seem particularly nice, you know. Grapplers against zoners in any fighting game, it's never a good time. Never a good time.
Although Gears having some great zoning options himself, but, you know, relies on resources, relies on getting that snap, because snap is what really makes or breaks him from full screen. Having the Motaro not going to be the biggest threat in that one either, with her ability to teleport and stay in, just spamming airborne rockets, which aren't going to be bothered by the Motaro effect at all. A lot to be theory crafted in that one. All right, invites are coming.
Yeah, definitely echoes of that matchup back at Vianality, funny enough, between Gur and Foxy Grandpa. We ran that match back twice, both in winners and in losers. Looked like a really uncomfortable matchup.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want to get involved, the Kolosseum yourself, you can sign up right there using that link, kolo.gg/signup. Scan that QR code as well. Join the Discord. Signups close Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Keep that in mind when signing up. You can sign up for multiple weeks at once. You can just get it over with. If you can't make it, feel free to DQ out. Contribute to that prize pool that is currently sitting at a whopping $241. Thank you to everyone that's contributed. You can claim free codes to a free money in the prize pool as well. Right there, right there under the contribute button.
Yeah, was the one thing then money? Free money.
Yes. Yep, gotcha. Hey guys, this one will not count. Wait for me to get one more person in. Feel free to just kind of AFK this one out until I say so. Just communicating with the players. They are in. Getting one more, then we will have a match. And I don't know who either of these players play whatsoever. I've got, like, no information. This is going to be fresh for both of us, history.
It's going to be great going into this blind, man. It's always exciting. You never know, they might play some unorthodox, wacky teams. You know, that's something I really appreciate kind of seeing this late in the game's lifespan. Not entirely of the meta teams, but, you know, just kind of messing around. Maybe, like, as some would say, kind of a rogue team composed together.
All right, these guys are gaming. All right, guys, we're ready for the match. Again, this one does not count. The next one will. So if one of you can AFK and just let them just die, and go into the next match. Thanks, guys. Hopefully they can hear me.
Damn.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna give you guys the backup feed because they are not. They're just going. I hope they. I don't even know if they can hear me. Backup feed's going into play now. There it is. So I don't know if they know what I just said to them. They may both have their communications muted.
They very well could, which is what a name.
So yeah, on both sides. But they are just gaming this one out. So here we go. We're gonna give you guys the feed on this one. Sorry, this is a backup feed, which is why it was delayed a little bit. We had to get one of our streamers into the King of the Hill. We want that beautiful, beautiful coverage. And
yeah, it was gonna be fun when we guys told him afterwards.
I also wasn't sure if this was real because he picked Sub-Zero, but lo and behold, this man might be a Sub-Zero player.
I mean, you never. I mean, if this isn't his main in the tournament, I will be. What is?
And you guys heard me say multiple times to just, like, you know, AFK this out or let go of block and just die. You know. And
yeah.
And they're gaming.
We got the tapes. We got the tapes.
Whoo!
Yeah, we're seeing some gaming right now. Warm-up round. Dear Lord.
So communication aside, they may think that is 1-0, and we will just kind of count it until they acknowledge that they either heard or didn't hear us. And we'll just assume here, and we'll go in here at possibly 2-1. Lead of this man. Sub-Zero. Out of the gate. With a name like that? With a name like that. You know?
And the thing is, it's a nice homage and callback for the MKX skin as well. Shades of the past I do sorely miss. It gets worse. It gets worse. What is this man's infatuation with the scrotes?
Oh my goodness, I just got a heads up on who we're gonna have on stream next as well.
Ooh, we can say now. We're gonna save it. Okay, I believe we are just letting the players know what's going on, what will be happening with the points moving forward. Everyone in chat. Thank you very much for your patience. We'll be jumping right into the carnage as soon as that is all sorted out.
It is confirmed 1-0 for Jiu-Jitsu Otter with the Sub-Zero. Also, up next on stream, Online Kale versus Sunio for top 8.
Serena. Corrupted forest.
That's gonna be a blockbuster one. Tony, break out the special bottle. That's gonna be a test of that young man's mental fortitude right there.
Round 1.
Now let's get back into this one. Officially at 1-0 in favor of Jiu-Jitsu Otter.
Okay, gonna get that back throw right now. Things looking really good. Going in strong and looking very comfortable with this Sub-Zero pick, honestly. We're going to go for the tricky combo as well. Oh, awkward conversion right there off the stand. Fall into the lean of still going to get a full combo off this. Juicy just unfortunately caught off guard, but it's going to be caught. Double Serena rangs. We'd like to see that. Goes for 2-1-2. Going to get the launch combo. Has the screen to work with. A nice bit of damage.
Took him to the corner as well. Has the juice finally been loosed? Is one away. Balder dropping it. I've been waiting about ever since the match started. Balder, thanks for dropping a bomb on Twitch as well. We appreciate that, man. Supporting us directly, which is something that we almost rarely try to push here, but supports us and the team. So thank you so much, man, for that. As Jiu-Jitsu Waters looking to chop up the competition.
Check the elbow. Oh, it's right into the ice clone. Of course, it would be off the MKX costume as well, wouldn't it? Slow things down. Gets caught by the last side, but back three. Caught by a 2-1-2. Getting pushed to the corner. Looks for the clone again. Bit too overzealous this time. The wake up slide not gonna work. Evidently signs of adaptation on display right now. The forward throw, complete change of pace from the previous round and game, dare I say it. But jump dive kick. Man with a prayer on the side switch, but too active right now. It's okay, buddy. You can stand on the ground a little bit longer.
And gets one on the board. Juice. Find himself in a match.
Fight.
Decent on resources right now. Serena doing her job, just being active out there for him. She got interrupted though, so on a little bit more of a cooldown, if it was just the single dagger, that thing's recharge rate definitely can be problematic. There you go. Like back cooldown, trying to size up this man's shoes, but Johnny Cage, I don't know if he's size 16, man. I think he's a little on the smaller side. A big confirmation, having the Molina option available, and are we going to see the mix-up? Ready for a called it out. You guys missed it off right before I set up the backup feed in their first match. I do apologize that you guys missed a little bit of it. He did that setup, and we saw the actual clone set up mid-screen where he does a low right there, and it goes into the clone for a reset. And by God, he's going to take this health bar and go up 2-0. The Otter strikes again.
Yeah, but very well played. Honestly,
dangerous animals are otters, man, not to be underestimated in the animal kingdom.
They are adorable, but apparently they'll put you in a rear naked choke for Sub-Zero in this instance.
Have you seen what they do? They're just breaking shit over rocks. You know what I mean? They're just...
There are stories about otters that will forever ruin your perception. I don't think we need to educate the child. We'll ruin otters.
Yeah, for real. There's some.
They're gross bastards. Put it like that.
And they are vengeful.
They are vengeful indeed. Stubborn little spot. We'll be jumping into our third game right now, and Juice has actually been playing really well over that last round. It looks like he might be hovering his options right now, but yeah, I was gonna say really solid pick with the Johnny, but maybe switching up the cameo options. Honestly, not a half bad switch with Lao, or even Kano for that matter, could deal with projectile trades. Oh no, Cyrax, interesting choice.
You know you still owe me for that.
I'll say it's a team I've seen in a very long time.
So up next, guys, again, we're gonna have Sunio versus Online Kale. Then we're gonna have either El Kukui or Lil Dre versus B-Way. Both matches for top 8, so strap in. All matches next are gonna be for top 8 here in the Kolosseum. What a conversion from downtown. The Grand Master showing off and went into the quick reset. Where sky's the limit, and we're gonna see the close up. He messed it up, and he was able to re-pick it up.
Still has time. Yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, there it is. Should have just gone for the late wake up. Didn't want to have to deal with that, but not stuck in the corner. Time to guess. Goes for low. Looking for that chip. Yeah, just staggering to the moon.
Had a shades of just classic Grandmaster setups right there. Behind the clone, mix up into it, into the deep freeze. What a display of Sub-Zero. Here in this one, I can't believe we saw the anti-air call out of the side to get started, and it seems everything is working for this man right now.
Yeah, Juice May looking to be a little bit flustered right now. Unfortunately, is just making wrong decision after wrong decision and being clipped by it every instance. And I don't know if this switch to Cyrax is really paying off right now, because he hasn't been able to catch, hasn't really been able to get much mileage off the net at all outside of crushing the Ice Clone. But trade for trade on cameos are not fantastic, and that would be all she wrote. As Jujitsu Otto is just going to put him into a rear naked choke into the brutality, and we're going to take that head. Otto style.
Head start them.
Yeah, I do.
To 0.
Yeah, to be fair, Juice was looking much more comfortable in that second round, did start to take the rounds, but I don't know if the cameo switch really worked by the end of it, because in the previous rounds, the reason why he wasn't getting as much mileage out of the Serena is because she was in burnout. And in every instance where she was in burnout, he kept putting her in it, which is why it kept taking so long for her to come back each and every single time. And, you know, you really want that option just off the size to crush down the clone. And, it just wasn't quite there. Well played regardless, but unfortunate end right there. But Jiu-Jitsu Otto will be proceeding further into the bracket.
More, there's the results from last week, as well as we're going to see some of these guys fighting for top 8 here tonight. We have some new guys in the bracket, though, and we're actually going to be seeing them coming up here next. Up next in the bracket. Ooh, gotcha. Coming up next on stream, and I actually got one of these wrong, so I do apologize. I got the twins mixed up. Up next is Sunio versus Online Kale. They're already here, by the way. After that, we're going to have the Mighty Unjust versus Full Auto, and that one's got me so excited. Full Auto might be one of my favorite players to watch right now. History, are you ready for this?
Oh, I am so ready for this.
Nitara Darius.
Nitara. Oh, that team's whack. That team is whack when it works. That's a crazy
Nitara
team.
Darius. I hope that Full Auto breaks it out. Either way, I think it's gonna be some form or variation of the Nitara. That'll be on deck in a couple. Right now, we are going to Sunio and Kale. Juice, you can go ahead and back out, buddy. GG's. Hopefully he hears me.
Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, no, that's an interesting team. That's because even when you normally think of, typically these days, I think just kind of make your options a bit more safe. You'll just go with the Vera pick. Well, thank you very much for the more gifted subs right now.
Oh my goodness, Balder's going crazy because that is another Sub-Zero player right there. I think he just loved what he saw. Let's go.
I mean, I cannot blame him. Those were some
for the
wacky
Linkway.
combos.
Thank you, man. Yeah, let's just remake this one. I'm gonna back out. Kale's not accepting anyway. Tony, where's your kid at? All right, well let's remake this anyway. Sorry, guys. And then after this, we'll do that other thing. All right, new hill being made. Sunio versus online Kale. If there are no teabags, I'm actually going to be upset. Is that crazy to say?
Considering the tone of everything else that we've had today, probably not.
What do you guys think at home?
What was it? We've had questionable use of milk earlier today. On Harry B. Sack.
Expect more. Expect more.
Expect more.
Online Kale. Homelander.
Yes, would not expect anything less. You know, again, it's very interesting coming away from the game's year 1 meta to the year 2 meta, because everyone said that this character was done for. The age of Homelander was over, and they had never been more wrong. If Kanimani is anything to go by and show, is that this character still thrives on the tears of everyone in this community, and will keep doing so until the end of time. The only one that I could say that's really kind of fallen from grace, Peacemaker. That was the utter chaos that he ran amok during Final Combat.
Now, I am going to be one of the crazy people to argue that was he really nerfed into the ground, or did Peacemaker players give up when they couldn't just spam headbutt?
I feel like the answer is yes.
Oh,
I mean, you never know. Got them season 2 buffs around the corner as well. But yes, no, I feel like Peacemaker was, he's always been a character that, you know, he just had like a bunch of tools that really worked and synergized together far too well for what he could do with the amount of chip and coverage he has. And then like when he came out as well, and you had characters like Farah that could complement his crazy whack moveset as it is, it just made him like an unstoppable juggernaut. That said, the nerfs that he has taken, I'd say they're more just slight readjustments than like actual nerfs. But I do wholeheartedly agree, because his player count like plummeted.
It really did. But I do see him as a surprise pick here and there. Almost made top 8 at Vianality. There's been a strong one up there in NA. Has been kind of making his appearance here as a counter pick character, which is kind of how his archetype was always, I feel like, meant to be, with the force field and counter zoning and a full screen presence that the character has. He's got great pressure as well. That's actual bullying plus frames. Let's get into this next one. It's Sunio. It's online kill. This is for top 8. What a pickup from Sunio to get started here from full screen. And it's the full screen madness that is Sector right now. Bullying Homelander from downtown. He's trying to get airborne, but denied. Flight service so far. But here he goes. To the corner.
Sunio knows that he absolutely needs to shut down all options that Kill has, because this is a formidable team. A team that has been around for a very long amount of time. Sunio's like, I need to be able to challenge him in the air, on the ground, and when he's second guessing some of his other options, I need to be able to like stop that instantly. But just jumps out the sky, can't quite reach. Where are your toes? Oh wait, that might be it. That might be it. This damage hits hard. Not forget, with Nitara cameo, you lose 50 health. So this could very well be it. Punch up, slam into the ground, block that speed. Cook it.
Barely
no,
alive
quite.
is 0.29 HP right now. Puts on the Movado. Gets some torch. Stays alive, but gets eaten up by the low laser. Just checked by Kill right there. That was a tight game number 1 right there. These two still have a lot of resources. As both these players and characters are going to be so active. I cannot believe that we just saw the armored flamethrower get beat out by the range of that now mid laser that he still got. Yeah, it's not a low anymore. It's a big thing. That's what you said. Yeah. Whoa.
This for low again. There it is. Yeah, this is a third time.
Oh my god. Kill is bullying right. What the heck? No. Double down 2 on block. It's plus. What is it? The young man.
He's looking for it again.
He is trying to send a message to Sunio right now. This is what's funny. We're not seeing teabags, but we're seeing the equivalency of teabags in what Kill's trying to do to end this.
Oh, there it is. You just see it. Oh.
Yes.
Cursed it. You cursed it. When a teabagger becomes a teabagger.
That's the opposite of a curse. That's a blessing, my friend.
Uh-oh. Did he celebrate a bit too early is the real question right now. Uh-oh.
Kale, in true Homelander fashion, just building suspense right now.
Can't get too overzealous, but there it is, and oh.
Oh, even threw in the Farah cancel. I think that he meant to do that into a fatality, but I could be wrong. Either way, message sent from young man Kale.
We'll have to find out by the next game, but that was that looked like all Sunio right at the very start, and then Kale slowed things down, started realizing that Sunio's game plan of just smothering his options, of keeping him airborne, was like, huh, all right, I can play your game. And you know, we did see that in the last round, just very comfortable light lead, teabagged away. Wanted to maybe get in Sunio's head a little bit. It's like, I can play your game better than you can with better options.
Girls
You're gonna have
get
to
it
hold
done.
that.
I have no problem with badass women.
You have one with me, Homelander.
Touche.
Round one, fight.
Going into our second game right now. Oh, big projectile right out the gate. Doesn't have to deal with it.
Oh, he's airbagging him. I have never in my life seen an airbag.
Okay,
Ladies
we
and
are
gentlemen,
finding out
for
new
the
things.
first time. We've got new disrespectful tech here live. The airbags, which are normally a safety feature, here the complete opposite. A disrespect feature of Mortal Kombat. Kale. Tagged
Let's
him.
go, new era,
Tagged him.
new generation.
Oh, God! Oh, my Christ!
Someone stop this man.
Somewhere, Tony has the Sith cloak over his head going, yes, yes, my child.
They've taught him well. But in saying that, Sunio's still got some fight in him, not discouraged, does have the corner to work with. But it's safe.
Went for the God Complex, canceled it. Eaten up by the active flames of the armor right there. And welcome to the corner yourself, kid. Let's see what Sunio can do with it. Gets a big cash out. Overhead. Keep the mix simple. Active flames again. Stopping the approach of Kale. Holy crap, that hit from far away.
Wonderful reactions right there. Absolutely fished for it. 2 mixes away, but yeah, wise choice of Kale's like, I've got under 10 health. I'll take the loss so I can just go into this last round and just wail on Sunio. We can see a laser right out the gate. No considering it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Didn't quite get full mileage, but this isn't in Sunio's favor. You have to go for the teleport. Wants to work around that big laser.
What a call
get
out
out
from
there.
Kale. Incredible. That was about to be a nasty full screen presence of everything from Sector. Denied in the corner. And this is all from one massive read from Kale to go from full screen, taking the risk really, because you can't block while making that read to go into the uppercut the entire way through. Think of all the active frames that Sector can put out like this. Back to full screen and even on health. This is huge. Kale has his breaker though. No Farah.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that teleport. Ooh, is it gonna go low? Go for the option. It's safe, but he's gonna be clipped. Oh, the big drop.
Oh, and Sunio's getting away with those close teleports. Kale expecting the far one. That this is going to be a clean pickup. And 2-0 for the young man. And again, more messages sent and delivered. 2-0.
Absolutely, very well played from Kale, but you know, I gotta be for real. That the armored choice of trying to get away with that flamethrower and just being out of range enough to be punished for it, it must be heartbreaking, so like uncomfortable in this matchup, considering like the amount of options that Homelander has to just get that tiny little pickup for all of that damage.
And man,
ridiculous.
sometimes you don't see it coming, where Homelander just gets like a down 1 little anti-air, then you lose 41, like 410 damage. You're like, what the heck happened?
It's like I was gaming.
You weren't supposed to do that, man.
Never get through this armor.
Oh, come on. Looks like we may be jumping onto our last and final match between these two. Kale leads a very comfortable 2-0 charge whilst bagging away at the bagger, Sunio. Yep, there it is.
Airbagging,
Yep.
ground bagging.
Deary me, gonna get caught out of the sky right now. Bit of extra gravity, but nothing that Kale can't accommodate for. it's gonna be. Oh wait, down one in variable.
It's a pretty good call at the end of the day, you know, considering that he was in a flight mode. Gonna low profile if he decides to go for those later frames on it. But oh, he's getting beat down and sent to the corner with a kick. Get some of the nice air-to-air here.
That screen carry was phenomenal right there.
God, Kale just stood his ground right there and reacted. His presence on the screen has been frightening, and the decision-making stop in the wake-up there. Down to toasting this man into a final round.
Yeah, knowing that maybe at most, the studio may have been looking just to get a button out there, use the armor to teleport out, and he's like, nope, we're gonna start in the next round. I'm just gonna mix. Oh, but not even that, just here to send the message.
He's just gonna let the rocket hit him.
You know what we call this, my friend? Pity.
Oh, and then it's crazy how accurate he's been on his full screen approach with that. When he decides to, it's been right and there, just kind of looking at his opponent, looking at what Sunio's doing on the jump back, knowing what the options are, and then canceling it on the approach too. He's actually reacting when he's doing those dashes.
Yeah, because at this point, it definitely feels like Sunio is playing the game at Kale's pace, and that's what's really catching him off guard. Sunio, he plays like a drum. He plays at a certain beat, and it does work to his favor, but right now...
those rockets!
Yeah, the extra gravity on that pulls him right out the sky.
He's giving life here.
Yeah, I got that life lead, but right... I feel like this is Kale's attempt of, like, absolutely, yep, just snatching hope right out of your hands. You think you
quite
got
literally
this?
by the throat with that one, and online Kale. Boom! We'll take this 3-0. Beating a man almost 3 times his age.
Damn.
That is a shocking statistic.
The youth is too strong. Very, very well played from Kale. Honestly, this matchup in particular looked really uncomfortable, especially like I said, when you have that armored option, and it's a pretty good armored option when you have it paired with Nitara, but when you can be spaced out at the perfect range where you can be comboed for having your own armor, like that's just not a very comfortable situation. Looked like a very comfortable matchup for Kale, but just perfect play-by-play right there. And, you know, Sunio, very, very good, very, very strong player when he can get the engine there. But, again, it was just that Kale's pace.
GG's. Hopefully we'll be seeing Sunio again playing for top 8 on the loser side. Definitely still in this. That was winners. And up next, we're going to have another battle of young versus old in how long they've been in the competitive NRS scene. It's going to be Mighty Unjust versus Full Auto. But before that, guys, we are going to take a quick break here. Sorry to do it. We're going to take a quick break. Gotta go use the restroom. Gotta run some ads real quick. Gotta make a couple bucks off of this if we can. Do appreciate it. When we come back, it's going to be Full Auto versus the Mighty Unjust, and then El Kukui versus B-Wood back to back. Give us 3 minutes. Go get some snacks. Go use the restroom yourself. More Mortal Kombat after this.
Welcome back to the Kolosseum, presented by pixelpros.io. Empower the creators.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Kolosseum. I'm History Behind the Warrior, joined by none other than Mr. Aquaman and commentary for this wonderful week of games. We've had plenty of wonderful games, questionable names, but a lot of fun for the slaughter.
That indeed, and we have another one already lined up for you guys for top 8. We were going to go over something else, but these players are already here for some combat. It's another one for winners top 8 here in week number 3 of 8 of the Kolosseum season number X. We've been doing this for a long time here, 5 years here with the Kolosseum. I believe 8 years in total, almost 9 years with this crew doing online Mortal Kombat and Injustice tournaments. So thanks for being here with us, guys. It's been a pleasure all these years. Glad to keep it going here. Thank you to everyone that has contributed to the prize pool for these players. They're about to battle it out. It's one of our champions, Mighty Unjust, versus Full Auto, one of the most consistent players in our history. Has gotten second place, has gotten third place in entire seasons back in MK11, and has been consistent since. And this is what I was talking about, the secret sauce, the Nitara Darius. Let's see what it's about.
Yeah, a very wacky, interesting team up against what a team that many would deem as very like strong top tier. You know, the amount of versatility and verticality that the T1000 gets makes him just unbelievably formidable at every range. But Full Auto showing his player prestige, very familiar with character, player adaptation, and the matchups, but playing a really interesting, unorthodox team, the team of Nitara Darius right now. But you also got to take into mind that when it comes to the inclusion of Darius, it means that Nitara isn't quite as squishy in that regard. Has that little bit of that health buff, and when she hits that hard, and just has to break there to not deal with that.
Like an absolute cannon. I mean, even now, Nitara has the health lead. I don't know if you guys realize that. But never safe is that health bar in case, in point, gone like the wind is the health lead. Mighty Unjust was sitting at like 80% of the health lead with full bar of meter when Full Auto started this. That is the scariness of having that much firepower, and that has always been, I feel like, the strength of Nitara, is that all you need is a hit and a dream with her to make it happen. And backed up by a madman, and I mean that, a true madman is Full Auto. He has the mentality, I feel like, to really capitalize on that, because he did the same thing with Snell back in MK11. He would just scream into neutral, and just when he decided to do it, it would hit more people than not. And he would just, you know, he has that savagery in his DNA. He's a Neanderthal. I'll say it.
Yeah, I mean, respectfully, you know, we enjoy seeing full gameplay right here, but at the moment, I'm just looking unfathomably comfortable.
Speaking of Neanderthalic gameplay,
yes, of course.
T1000, when it's on the offense, it's on the offense. One of the true characters that can put you in a you have to guess situation.
Yep, it's get caught by that standing 4-3, time to guess that mix-up afterwards. And Unjust has been making that work really well in this season, because he's like, I'm going to jail you into that string, and then I'm going to mix you up. You're going to have to either choose, but I'm going to go into my weird elite form, or it's going to be Tremor that punches you off into the sky. Time to guess.
That was a really funny interaction right there. I think that projectile is only a mid when you are that close, so it's kind of very counter of that T1000 particular advancement. And what a setup right there into the downtown. Great usage of the Darius, but gets mixed immediately. T1000 strikes again. Always gotta be watching those toes. That low spike, always a threat. Another one. And there's the tricky pickup right there mid-screen. You've seen a lot of them. You have the gall to go for that execution every time now.
Yeah, I am smelling a dive kick, however. Oh, there it is, but there's Hyper up. Has to back up. But when you got that quadruple gunshot, yeah, there it is. Just be patient. So smart to step.
Wow. Just swiped her out of the air.
He was evidently fishing for that.
Just like the movie.
Just like the movie. I will say, one thing that I absolutely adore about the guests is how, like, faithful and accurate they are to their source materials, man. They did a wonderful job with Ghostface,
I meant
T-1000.
Nitara. That's what happened to her in the movie.
Oh. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that one either. You never know, we can bring her back in the second movie.
That's right. But, justice for Goro in the movie. That's who I hope gets. If they're gonna bring him back in some form or capacity, give Goro his. Don't kill him in the backyard next to a doggy house. You know.
I'm gonna be for real. That wasn't Goro. Like that was a nobody Shokan, like dressed up as Goro.
That was the Ready Player One Goro.
That was the Goro from the animated '95 movie. Like that was his brother that he threw off and that no one watched. That was the same energy.
That was the Goro from the crypt.
Yeah.
In MK11. Let me. I gotta be specific. In MK11.
Oh, wonderful damage getting locked in right now for full auto. Looking for that next. Oh, it's gonna be overhead. Time to guess. Guess wrong. Again, we were just talking about in the last game, like just the actual sheer madness of this damage output. What it can be done. Silly.
Look at the frames that he is putting on the screen right now. Tries to get out, but looking for it is full out. If that would have converted, would have certainly been the end of the round. But I'm just staying alive. And what in the world did we just witness? A hitbox behind her, and that is just NRS things at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just gotta put a normal out, and sometimes it hits behind you. It is a thing. I've seen it. We've all seen it. We just saw it. We just saunted. Saunt? That's not a word. We saunted.
Make that. We need that as an emo.
Saunted.
Saunted.
Overneath.
Conversion time.
The classic.
Right, looking to get that flex in. Guess in the mix, but again, unfortunately, the auto is being caught by that. And just massive hammer. I didn't even know that version. Oh, the restand. What's it gonna be?
That was optimal right there when you see the double jump 3-2 to start that combo. Highly executed there. And yeah, when you've got the Tremor pairing and when he's in crystalline form, that hammer becoming such a threat. And there are the many mind games that he can do to stay in that low profiling form, to cancel out the Tremor, fake you out, make you think you have a turn, to press a mid. Layers that just has built up with his team can be kind of staggering.
It is. Something I do gotta say, which is very funny. We've been saying for a long time for the young blood players, Tremor's gonna be a problem. He's a scary character, and they were like, no, he's fine in release. Look at where we are with this character now. Buff to the moon, just applies so much in the game plan. Relay on what he can do, what he can bring. It's so scary.
And I feel like he's one of the few things that hasn't been fully explored or unlocked, as well as Darius on the other side that has been given so many options.
Yeah, and funny enough, both him and Tremor have just been like buffed to the moon time over time. But, oh, wonderful conversion right there. Someone just has the corner to work with. Gonna go for the low. Rifle string, time to guess. He's gonna be called for it. That big launch right there. Just can taste of those victorious fingertips, bringing it up to 2-0 into a brutality. It's going to meld them down.
You have no future.
Brutality. T-1000.
Very well played.
And one of our defending champions here of Kolosseum, both him and his brother have won 5 of my 9 seasons of Kolosseum. I've gone to the same household. I'm pretty sure I've paid that family's rent for a year.
That's the beauty of what online tournaments can do, guys.
But they have dominated. They have absolutely dominated. And I think it's 5 straight.
Nitara.
If I'm not mistaken. So they are the 2 to beat here, and who we are seeing back-to-back on stream right now. These are 4 winners top 8 here in week number 3, and this is Mighty Unjust's first week competing this season. So he has a lot of points to catch up on.
Yeah, but again, from playing online as much as he does, has not at all lost the beat. Still in very high gear, and with the team, like, he seems to be extremely comfortable with, but playing against a rather rogue team in the form of Nitara Darius with full auto. And we are seeing some of the crazy crack stuff right now, but when you're playing against a team that's formidable, oh, getting a combo off that splat is insane.
Yeah, there were a couple of times where I felt like the mix-up worked from full auto, but he didn't get the full conversion afterwards, where we can see, 800 damage disappear versus just the 400 into the setup that we've seen a couple of times. We're going to see it again here with the Darius. What's the cash out? Flip kick. Time to guess again. The full delay got him out of both mixes there, and not today, says the mighty Unjust.
Take that, Megan Fox. Victory on the board for Unjust, and looking extremely dominant in this matchup right now. And just honestly, the way that Unjust is playing this, just controlling the corner and kind of putting everything into a setup off the 4-3, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go for the low, I'm gonna go for the grab. If I go for the grab, I'll get the tremor punch. If I go for the overhead as well, so I think you're gonna duck, I'm still gonna get the tremor punch. You're gonna have to guess.
Those active frames, that fourth gunshot, in so many matchups, I feel like it's such a hindrance to the T1000 game plan, but against her, very effective, because once she goes in an airborne state, no matter how many times she's going to float forward, backwards, upwards, underneathwards, she's going to be landing on those.
Yeah, it's so overwhelming, and it's so simple in this game plan. Like, even off the low, he still gets the tremor punch.
Oh, and gets through that wake up, reverses it, and still gets the brutality. Mighty Unjust. The young guns are up. They're up tonight, man. Like I said, that was another matchup where it was Mighty Unjust who started competing in MK11. Full auto going back to at least MKX was the first time I saw him. So been around for quite some time longer. And the young guns are winning tonight. Mighty Unjust says, bruh, I am not a young gun, I'm an unk now. Sit down. What?
If he's unk, what does that make us?
Nah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what does that make?
Unjust.
I'm
because
not even 30.
If you're an unk, does that make me a great grandpa? You know what I mean? Like,
does it make us a fossil? Are we the elder gods now?
No, we're just crustaceans fossilized in stone. He says, I'm unk. Guys, can we get a poll going? Is Mighty Unjust an unk? Is he old? Yes or no?
Chat, shame that man.
Yeah, boo. Be what I got.
Boo.
I'm on the way. Give me a second. And so, someone on YouTube says that we need a Kolosseum combat shirt. Well, I happen to be wearing one of our Kolosseum shirts right now. And if you guys want to see what it says, those that get it, get it. I happen to be wearing our Mortal Kombat shirt that is spelled wrong intentionally with a C, hence the spell check line underneath, because it is supposed to be spelled with a K, my friends. All the Mortal Kombat guys, get it out there.
That hurts, man. That hurts.
If you guys want to get one of yours yourself, check it out at kolo.gg/shop. And we'll take a beautiful look at it right here. We have a ton of stuff. We have a lapel pin. We have hats, hoodies, mats as well, jerseys. If you guys want to check it out, support us here at the Kolosseum. Check it out right there. All our tournaments are right there on the website as well. KOLO.GG. And let me get one more guy in here, B-Wood. Give me 1 second. Starting. I gotta get.
Oh man, that merchandise. I'm gonna have to cop some of that. I'm definitely gonna have to cop some of that merchandise. I do love me a skull on the shirt. I do love me a skull on the shirt.
And that Kolosseum
almost
skull.
As much. Yeah, no, I was gonna say almost as much as I
You're
love that
skull. You're about to segue into something. Go for it.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say almost like that skull and that wonderful trophy you have that you've shown off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so crisp.
This is what the players are fighting for this season, guys. The Kolosseum Season X official trophy. It's our first official trophy. Took us 10 seasons to finally get one done, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the actual skull that we use in our show. If, and I mean if, we can get a game 5 tonight. We haven't seen one game 5.
That is true, actually, which is very, very surprising. Everyone's playing well, but we have been denied a game 5 all night. So I'm intrigued to see what's coming next. That said, it looks like we'll be jumping into our next game with B-Wood and El Kakoi. We're going to see some General Shao's chicken, but oh no, we're going to switch to the T1000. Are the twins really going to play the same team back to back? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a very strong team.
One could argue that is it even the other twin playing?
Yeah, you never know.
Do we have any proof?
Let's see what B-Wood.
I don't want to start that conspiracy theory. Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that for Twitter.
Oh, B-Wood trying to make one zoning read with that axe. Almost cost him his life right there. Tries it again. The slow startup frames burning him into the T1000 mix. He's ready for it though. Speed not there to get the launch. Unfortunately, something absorbing a hit for that knee. Shao to pick up. He's gonna be sent back to the corner here. That's one of the big, plus sides of that command grab of T1000 is you're always gonna be on the side in front of you. And there's so much time off the clock as well for your Tremor to come back. Such a synergized team.
It's so unbelievably strong. I know we don't really talk nearly enough about stand capability, but like the T1000 is just such a well-rounded character in this game. He has every tool for every possibility, and the fact that he has as many mix-up options as he has is just terrifying. But I don't know if I entirely agree with B-Wood's decision to keep the axe down at that range for that long, because he really needs to get the hit in, get in a bit of damage to do something.
Oh, that's how you start right there. Axe is down, Tremor's up. Oh no, and Armor's up as well. This is even scarier. That's where this character, when he has his axe in his hands, the options, more on the limited side, but when that axe is down, and when you have a cameo out, this character becomes an absolute boss character. Case in point, now that he can cancel as well.
Time to guess, goes
Absolute
for the 2
calculation.
as well. High into the mid to close things out, and still on the board right now, looking quite more comfortable. Oh, the fake jump in. Wonderful stuff. 2-2 into the knee. It's going to be.
Empty jump low. But backed up safely by the Tremor. Oh, I'm about to say he had no meter here, but he's got the Tremor, and only half of him needed to get big damage. Even meterless with this team. B-Wood now with a hefty lead.
Yeah, looking very comfortable, mixing up and switching. His options really just took him to one game to just adjust, but just the patience. Definitely, Kakoi was not ready for him to just kind of let go of block, baying it out, and just kind of outrange him in terms of where that command grab reaches.
And I gotta tell you guys, B-Wood's been using this team since the day one when Tremor came out. And I've already seen his usage, even in that final round. Great usage of the half usage of a Tremor, right? Where he's looking for it on block, he's looking for it in different ways, whereas everyone's waiting to have a full use so that they can use it, in between strings, etc., etc. Love that he's got that kind of old school approach there too, looking for the, just the half hit confirm into the big damage, and their simple mix where you can do the overhead axe, going for the low pound, and oh my goodness, El Kakui.
We're gonna see two big boys fighting it out.
I'm so excited.
A lot of big meaty men slapping each other about. Let's go. Nice, gonna go for the low ball. Gonna keep it down.
This is for the viewers, El Kakui. This is what I'm talking about. Two big boys swinging some weapons here tonight.
God, I hope one day we can get a Mortal Kombat that's a weapon fighter. Because I absolutely adore what these two can do in game.
Getting overhead established early, which is going to be essential when pressuring with Conan here, but one mistake, Shao Axe down. Tremors out and gets the low, and that's going to be the big confirmation. Breaking that, didn't want to deal with that corner nastiness. Now Shao's about to apply, gets a big read on an air-to-air. Kukui, what can you get going with this Conan?
Yeah, I also did not realize it was Conan Shqarok. Now, this is an interesting team once they get paired up and going. And uh-oh, we're going to see that big launch. Oh no! Just misses it narrowly. Straight hits off that. He has to go for the breaker to keep himself in the fight right now. Absolutely in Kukui's favor.
Checking range as well, though, with that forward two. Mixing in the run early that time around. Love the zoning. You give it with the balls. Instead throws Shqarok. What a catch on the approach, ending with the Atlantean bulwark. Chip out. And Crom being blessed here tonight. Let's go. That Shqarok toss changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's one of those things that you do kind of forget at times that is an option, because he has so many sword options, and you're like, this is perfectly fine. You're like, hey, he's throwing his cameo. Oh, talking about it, big down two. Not armor right through it.
That was diabolical, the teabag into overhead. Absolutely baited. Tech of the throw as well.
Ooh. Spacing the forward four. Oh,
Wouldn't interrupt.
no.
And that's one of the beauties of Conan Shqarok right there, is having the big kick confirm off of your 1-1, which is a staggeringly fast and far-hitting button.
Kukui looking far more comfortable in this matchup than he did previously of the T1000, but B-Word is far from out the fight. Has plenty of options, especially with Tremor at his fingertips.
And knows that you can simply hit the cameo out of there, doing damage to Conan, which is what he tried to do earlier. He actually didn't mean to down to El Kukui. He actually meant to down to Shqarok. And oh my goodness, the little bag setups. I was joking earlier, but we're actually seeing teabag meta right now. Out of here!
Oh my god, this poor man's being sent back to 2006 in Deception. You have to feel version for that one, man. You have to.
Taking out the old man twice? Absolutely.
Yeah, you're just sending him back in time.
And Kukui, the swap to Conan Shqarok pays off. Will we see maybe a cameo change? I know B-Wood's got the sector as well.
Sector Shao is really tough and nasty to deal with, to be fair. So I feel like that's definitely a possibility, but he has been playing really well with Shao Tremor. So I don't know if the change is necessary, but maybe if he wants to enforce more of his game plan, more 50-50 options, I'd say definitely take that shot. If there's a time and place for it, it'd definitely be now. No, goes for Kano instead, firing out the snot rocket. That was gross.
What is best in life? Round 1.
Alright, going into round 3 right now, 1 game apiece. Low, bit of patience being shown. Fully charged Shqarok for Elway right now. Does not want to have to deal with that. But the funny thing is, I respect Kukui doing that. But the thing is, every time Shqarok is getting hit, he is losing a little bit of health. Yeah, he's going to get the optimal this time. Goes for the stand to reset. Back to hold. Oh no, goes for the very end of that. Didn't quite have enough airtime. Yeah, we were looking a little bit uncomfortable in this matchup right now.
I think it's that bullying range that Conan has, you know, that forward 2 presence. It's hard for him to deal with. And I mean, those mids, he got some good advancement on them. You know, Shao, when he's in that axe form, you can kind of be bullied either out of range and by low pokes, which Kukui is doing a great job at abusing. But one hit, axe down, is all this man needs.
Yeah, Guessing City, but oh, goes for the wake up. That launch free into the overhead. Gonna get half the launch. Yep, looking for that crispy optimal right now. Ugh, so much damage. Gotta throw that axe down.
Another way to get
some game.
Great way to get access. Oh my goodness, to the Axeless. What a conversion. El Kukui with the cancel combo. In the 1-1 out of nowhere. Showing us some crispy execution. Gets him with a down 4 and an up block attempt from B-Wood, and he's definitely looking a little lost in the Conan sauce right now. He's maybe, you know, just feeling the size difference that's on the screen. You know what I mean? And maybe he's not used to feeling like the smaller of the two.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Conan, that's a big fella.
Dude,
that
look
is
at
a
him.
big fella.
That's a big dude. Shao only looks that tall because of the horns.
Yeah. Oh, looks that tall because everyone else is small. Paris. Oh, we have a switch. We have a noob Cybot on screen right now.
I think this checks out. He goes, okay, I can't go big enough, but I can go for the 3v1.
Yes. Oh, those overhead can't quite get the conversion, bro. At the moment, El Kukui is being caught by quite a fair few things. Goes for wake up to deal with it. Conversion, wonderful catch out the sky. Gonna get a full combo. Sick. What's it gonna be? Excellent blocks. Still got the bomb to be triggered on him. It's the overhead. Oh no, quite home. It's time to get comboed.
He was met with steel upon landing right there. Another one jump 3, but sucked back into the portal. Is this enough for the kill? With a Janet? Looks like it's going to be.
Just about.
Route, just enough. Absolute calculation. He would switch. Good so far. Looks a lot more comfortable in the keep away outside the range. Knows that forward 2's the scary one. Sends the Janet just in case that picked up. It eats armor, and yeah, for 3 armor moves that this guy has. Oh, it steals the portal. It's gonna get tricky. But just like that rain Janet team that we saw right out of the gate here tonight, everything is kind of synergizing and picking up all the straight hits. Very
It's one of
similar
the scary
with
things,
this dude.
man. Like, when it hits, does so much damage. Just tiny little bits just add up to so much. And it's often like tiny little hits, but characters like Noob and Rain, when they hit you, man, it feels like it feels like playing against an MKX character. Back things up, shimmy in and out, just thread the needle. Back 1-2, down 1, looks for the safe sweep, but full combo conversion forces El Kukui to break.
Ooh, that was such a weird scenario to be in, where the shadow kind of goes through you.
Yeah,
Look at me, forced into a block, and whoa, that's a launcher in the corner. Hold on a second. That is disgusting. And now I'm seeing this, things are coming back to me. History, which is, if I'm not mistaken, not only does he, Shujinko take the moves of your character, but he also makes them better. If I'm not mistaken, that noob slide is super plus on block as well.
Yes, it is. To the goddamn moon, my friend. It's ridiculous. Very strong mimic properties of it, but he's going to get a full combo conversion.
Oh, the jump 3 of the Elder Gods right there.
Wonderful up block. Boy, tasting blood, looking to get that big win. Oh, looking for the plus frames off that.
Will he spin the Janet? Yes.
Yeah, cannot lose the opportunity. Needs to make every hit count. He's gonna snap the arm. May have to go into that fatal blow off this touch here, but the armor once again back with a vengeance. So Kukui takes it 3-1.
I respect him. I respect El Kukui going for it twice, because that is an insane armor to even break in the first place because of how fast it is. I've actually almost never seen like a safe jump setup break that because of the speed, and you see that he had no fear of going for it again because of that exact reason. That one quick enough. Into the stand 1, he said, oh, here we go. I got 2 more in the chamber, buddy. El Kukui, top 8 once more. Here he's been super consistent, 3 for 3. We'll see him tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern, in top 8. Congratulations. Both twins are in. I will get that updated during this next one, Rick.
Yes, I would not
Congrats.
expect anything less from these two. Always a pleasure to see them play. Always a pleasure to see where they place. Fantastic players, wonderful people, and it's great to see how consistent they are. Even in the offline and online presence, you know, they're still grinding away. They're still putting in the work. It's awesome to see, man. This many years down the line, because apparently they are now both unks, which makes me feel sad.
That's kind of sad. But anyways, I digress. We do have another match coming up for top 8, and we're going to see someone for the very first time. He's got some good points. I think he's tied for 32nd in points right now on the leaderboard. Let's actually, can we take a look at the leaderboard real quick for the season? Everyone at big top 32 is getting points at the end of the season. Top 16 in points make our finals. Is Dwarf on there? Yeah, right there. Looking good in points. We're going to see Dwarf versus Joystick here. And I have yet to see Dwarf play. So this one's got me pretty excited. Does anyone know who this is? Is this anyone's man's, as they say?
I love how you try to put that in as like, hi, fellow youth. Man's is this?
Yep.
Top 8 is tomorrow, yes.
We're getting old, man. Yes, top 8 tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern. Same channels.
Bro, why did I start deciding to want to do wrestling when I'm 30 next year? What was this life choice decision? See, this is why. This is why, like, Okakoi, and see what the tangent they've sent me down. It's like, oh, I'm considered an unk now. It's like, what of me? I'm getting thrown.
Ricky says, where am I? And
In a hot.
you're
Not really enough.
you're somewhere, but not here. Maybe there. Oh, please, not the T1000 mirror. Oh, worse.
No, it gets worse! What's so fast? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
There was no fear. There was no
Guys, look away.
hesitation.
Guys, look away.
Oh my god! We need to clip that for Twitter. That was, what was that?
That was diabolical.
Absolutely no shame. Oh, we're just gonna go for the dash right into the point blank overhead right now. Whoever wins, we lose in this instance. Joystick finally has control of the momentum. Do a nice bit of damage. We get some Oki off this as well, but just some Dwarf Spartans is gonna pay for it. Wonderful break. Near same life lead. The Oki. Low. Another low.
Oh, swing and a miss, but whiffs into the guy complex anyway, getting the whiff punish. Joystick. I'm not gonna lie, he got kind of swifty with that one there in the corner.
The master really did.
Really, really did.
Fight.
Showing us a little something different right there. Up blocking the Farah too. In the mind of his opponent right there. That's a little scary.
This is absolutely a case of I know that you know what I know I'm going to do. So here's layer 4 and 5, and we're just gonna see how deep this rabbit hole goes right now. Yep, just gonna keep it simple, keep it effective. Gonna go for the command grab. 2-2. Word's gonna get the choke into a oh man, this is gonna be damage. This is
Still
just
so much
gonna
bar. Has the breaker can take every risk in the book right now, swinging freely. Checking with the mid, sees the poke. Not much Dwarf could do about that one, and that was a dominating first game for Homelander Mirror, if there ever was one.
Yeah, that's the real
and it is
funny
he,
thing.
and is what they are battling for. It is he who gets to sip the milk.
Oh man,
It
I'm
is
not
the
gonna go back to joking.
It is the head cow that is always grazing, my friend. The head cow is always grazing.
That poor cow. But yeah, no, the thing is, Wolf actually had quite a strong start in that game, but Joystick just brought things back. And this is going to be a very momentum-heavy match. And we're going down this path again, guys. I am sorry.
You're meant to be pure, clean, like marble.
This makes me so uncomfortable. This is so uncomfortable.
Dwarf.
Big damage. Yeah, definitely shades and echoes of the previous game where Dwarf was kind of controlling the pace and match, but second that joystick controlled any of that momentum, it becomes a bit of a smothering game. Catch out this guy.
It's the bar. Oh my goodness, it is the mirror indeed. And getting challenging. Oh my goodness, how did he get the right input? Looked like there was a side switch that happened in the middle of that. Getting the hard knockdown in the corner next snap, and it is mix time. Mix City U.
I am better.
But at least he got out of the corner right there. If you're taking any kind of positivity going into the next round, putting out the active frames, and they work just not enough to confirm into the fair right there.
Yeah, Dwarf definitely needed to get a round up for himself in this matchup right now, but oh, gonna get slammed right into the ground. Get caught, didn't he? Nice armor, get off me. Joystick can definitely taste good to his fingertips, but he really needs to make it count. Bring things back.
Goes for the laser hand on that one. We don't see that one every day. Putting out those bullying frames. I went for a scary up block read, and yeah.
Ooh, I was gonna say, if he did not break that, that would have been a lot of damage off the up block. Caught by it, goes for the low drop. This is gonna... I don't think this will kill, but it's gonna do a lot. This will be very good for Dwarf because he absolutely wants to get a win on the board right now. Because again, it's a case of I know that you know that I know how deep we can go down this rabbit hole together.
Yeah, there's so many things that can happen right now. He's able to crouch that one. No chip for you. Going into the Farah, and guess what? Overhead was an option. Low was an option. The hit while he was still airborne was an option. That NJP empty into the command grab as well. Paying off for him. Risky because you can just kind of swing there if you read that.
Yeah, honestly, Homelander is such a scary, scary character, especially paired with Farah. Again, very complimentary of his moveset, gives him so many options. You have to worry about the load, you have to worry about the overhead. What about the skip forward? Better yet, what about the grab? It's so much to deal with. It looks like we're jumping into our third game more and milk gargling action.
And Joystick has a lot of characters up his sleeve. I hate that you said it.
Lord, I broke your trail.
I'm about to bust.
I don't know if that was a in the background what that was.
Don't worry about that.
Combo conversion again off low Farah. Oh no, just looks good for the Oki set. Ooh, combo conversion. Make every hit count, my goodness me. 46.
Joystick plus. So many mix up there. And get the combo. Lingering active frames.
I was going to say, that was so actively clipped.
There was nothing on the screen when that man got hit. Dwarf.
Nice damage.
We're putting the blender here.
Yeah,
that should be all she wrote. No! Oh! The robbery! The wake up! It's the jump normal, into the command grab, and Dwarf.
Wow.
Off the robbery of a lifetime. That's going to go down in the Hall of Fame.
That was disgusting.
The fact that it started with a wake up, air to air, out of the corner, into the corner. Command grab. It's risky with the low, though. He's going to pay the price for it here. A knockdown. Next from Emaki. Oh, it's just a mid check. Put the mid on him. Block reads. Those instant float overheads, always so threatening. He's having himself around right now.
Yeah, Joystick again, just playing very momentum heavy at the moment, keeping it small, simple, effective. Doesn't want to have to cash out too much damage and utilize that corner to his favor. But with that said, Wolf is now out. It's Joystick that has his back up to the corner. Oh, the up block. Gonna get a full combo conversion. This is so much damage as well. Because of that one punch alone. We did drop it. Oh, there's that one. Does not quite get a conversion off it, unfortunately. Joystick farmed him out the fight right now. Quite patient, choosing his timings, and it's paying off. Gonna get the Pharaoh launch.
What a pick up too. Caught Dwarf in the airborne state. Here we are back to the corner. Oh, the speed of the armor. Taking the big risk. Paying off, but getting scooped. After about a standing normal, and this is going to be enough. Oh my goodness, this is full cash out.
Yeah, we're going to see a fatal blow as well, maybe?
Gave him the breaker. Dropped it though. Dwarf with the balls to spend it.
Ooh.
Goes the command grab again. It's going to be Chip. He's alive. Into more lingering active frames of the laser, saving Dwarf once more. This is a crazy mirror.
It really has been so back and forth.
It's been the big ballsiness of Dwarf at the end of some of these rounds that has just paid off. You get breaker. Wait, watch this. He's given breaker, and he's like, fuck it, armor. Boom.
Yeah.
That takes balls to do, because most people are going to be very reserved with that meter, save it for a breaker. But it's the least expected thing. I feel like, given that someone's actually pretty comfortable pressuring you on wake up when you're in that situation, because they know that you don't have the balls to come off your meter to save it for them. These are mind games, baby. And Amaki going up the character selection to rein up his character wheel.
You're dead.
Yeah, we do now have a Rain Janet. It'll be interesting to see what Joystick's able to apply with this team. You know, a team we saw a little bit earlier on tonight. He utilized it very, very well, but to Dwarf, it's just another Saturday. Time to get mixed, man. Ooh, cheeky man fakes out the sky drop.
We've also got one of our boys on YouTube who's a regular here in Kolosseum, J Parks, who did this last week. Does this every season. I feel like, damn, the speed of that got him out of the whirlpool. He's putting money in the pot to see some animalities. He wants to see some animalities.
Oh,
give him some animalities. If you boys can hear me, I want to see the griffin. I want to see the pufferfish. I really want to see the pufferfish.
Pufferfish one's really good. Honestly, I don't even think I've seen all the anime. Point, there's so many and they're so well done. Try to take him out of the sky. Does have those options on deck, but right now the wolf looking really comfortable. He's carrying so much momentum into the game. Once again, denying us a game 5. I see how. Oh no! Saw that the button was coming up. Blocks right now from Dwarf. All the right places, but big leg getting full combo conversion. Oh, just goes into, oh, it's going to put the thumb in the eye, okay, and just get a combo conversion off it. I respect it.
Dwarf looking unbothered by the pick here. Up block. Could be the start of something crazy here. Maki gets the whirlpool out. Has the frames. A little hesitant there because of that armor right there. He's been unafraid to challenge Amaki time and time again with it. Has put himself in his winning position. He has to jump into nothing. Is it going to be a pickup? Yes, because of Janet. Only Janet routes right there. Both leg gets him out of that. And a big risk of the overhead. I cannot believe Dwarf just eating the 4-3, and that is going to be the round right there. Certainly enough.
Gets wrong twice, has to eat all of that damage on deck right now. Joystick definitely needed a win. Definitely needed a little bit of breathing room and space to get things going, but this could absolutely be a changing of the tide, pun intended. Now block, can't quite get that punish. Oh, no one home is getting really scrambly right now. Full combo conversion time. Ground slam upwards.
And it's all meterless too. He gets to just sit on that reserve. It's just sitting on a pile of gold, man. Has all the money. Is he going to spend it here? Puts himself in the corner. the classic right there. Slight negativity into the armor. Here comes launch with the Janet and the back three. Says you aren't going anywhere here in the corner. What a turnaround for Maki here. Setting up the frames.
Smell. Taste that game 5. You know he's looking for it. Joystick's so hungry for it right now. Gotta play this safe and patient. Someone have to overextend. There's that command grab once again. Has to be careful.
With a lot of damage right there. Puts out the bubble perfectly in time too. Setting out Chip. The Janet wall. Setting up the down two brutality. Maki putting on a show for us here tonight. The Kolosseum is about to finally be set ablaze. He just lit up the entire arena tonight. Let's go.
I did not see that range of the down two. I didn't think it would go that far.
Same. That was so far away. That was ridiculous. Yep. I told you to take the wizard stuff. Boom!
Wow. That was so far off. Dear Lord, it's like a Shao down two.
My God.
I am not like the rest of
He definitely water bent that one a little bit farther than I think it usually goes. That one was insane. But put out the wall and send us to our first sudden death. Let's go. Oh shit, that comes in hot.
There we go. Into our game 5, first one of the night. We'll catch out the sky, but you can tell that Dwarf is ready. Coming back with a vengeance. Going to close things out right now.
Working on a flawless victory right now. He's going to find it. Maki's going to hold on to the meter, concede this one, and Dwarf putting himself on a match point moments into this one. What a start. Eating a water beam cannon into a mix-up. No, denies it with the wake-up down 3. Luckily, no risk taken on the Janet, but still finds himself eaten up by the mid, and off to another start here is Dwarf. This is looking scary history.
Yeah, no, it's been incredibly strong right out the gate, but inevitably, how these two play just unbelievably momentum heavy. It's very complimentary of how Wolf likes to play. Man, oh, could they even see him in the sky? When Joystick can get that hit, it's a lot of damage.
That's a big one here. Are we going to see the full setup? Yes, whirlpool behind him. They have to throw the delay, gets him out of it though. Smart. Gonna eat a mean 140 here. Can Maki send us to a final round? He's with the 4-1 string. A lot of active frames right there. And he will with the down 1. Taking his turn, stealing a little bit of one right there with some slight negativity. And we're in a final round situation. Immediately eaten up by the demonic dash. Grab, and what's so scary about that, man, is that you are now back in the corner yourself. He has such control of where you are gonna end up off of every hit as well.
Excellent blocks on Joystick's part. He's being incredibly patient, very, very strong, but he's got to pick his time. He's got to make every hit count, and he's making it worth his while. Right now, Dwarf currently being knocked down to health. That's playing wards right now. This is absolutely anyone's game. Raw beam. Back 3, no hit confirm off that. He's going to be sent full screen.
Oh my goodness, into the overhead, and he didn't even break. Dwarf just accepting his fate right there. Says, man, I think I deserve it after not blocking the overhead, but insanity. And such smart and calculated offense there by Maki. He didn't do much pressure at all that left himself susceptible to a quick armored reversal or, you know, a big swing on reversal. He always put himself in a really safe position with the 2-1 pressure. With the back 3 cancels right there, it was plus frames, but he gave him a lot of space to be able to throw some of these. That's hit advancement. That is going to jail into that stand too, so you really got to hold that, and those back-to-back overheads that just ate him in the raw. That's a weird sentence. That worked. that worked. Were very, very lethal in the end.
Video games. Woo!
Big win.
Big win.
Joystick Maki, whatever he's going by these days. I think it's Maki. He is in top 8 once more.
Oh yeah, no, excellent game. That was a hell of a game too. At the start, we were all in shock horror. No one wants to have to live through a Homelander Farah mirror match. But as it started to change, it started to evolve. We started seeing all these different new layers in these game plans, and then the character switch was. It took a little while. It took like a round and a bit, but once it did start going, man, it was just, you know, smooth sails from that point forward.
That it was. Got a couple more for you guys here tonight before we say goodnight. And there's going to be a couple of losers matches now for top 8. That was our winner's side. It is set. Rick, I did forget to update the bracket in the middle of that one. My bad. I will get updated after this one. But we got a couple of more for you. We're going down to losers. In winners so far, it's Amaki versus Online Kale. And then, savagely, on the other side of winners, it is going to be El Kukui versus the Mighty Unjust. The twins will have to battle each other in the semifinals of winners.
Forever locked in combat.
Since the womb. I'll see myself out. But next, we're going to B-Wood back here on stream versus Rogelio. Gearus time.
Oh, that'll be fun to watch.
Let me get some invites after these guys. B-Wood, Rogelio for top 8. Both of them have been here before. Rogelio's been really consistent as well. I think he got 9th in the first week, top 8 last week. Rogelio, are you PSN or WB? I forgot. Give me 1 second to get him in here. Also, I really appreciate History Behind the Warrior for staying up way past his bedtime to be here.
That's no problem.
Way
Thank you
past.
again for having me. If anything, I function on demon hours, so this is it's just another weekend for me, just wrecking my sleep plans. But nothing's new in that regard. After this, I'd probably play something for a little while and pulse out maybe, or have my cats wake me up, which has been a fun new experience of mine. Adopting 2 strays, forgetting what sleep is like. But that's been an experience.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, no, they're cute, but they are very stupid. One of them, like, you look into her eyes and like there's not a single thought there. It's just like all cute, no think.
All right, guys, B-Wood, Rogelio are in. And then the last match of the day is going to be full auto. So I'm going to bring Nitara back on. Going up against either Lil Dre or Rawless, which could be Cyrax. Rawless, I think, is on Havoc. I could be wrong there. But we're getting into this one here where B-Wood is coming off of the General Shao. He's putting the big boy down again. And he's going to the Ermac to challenge Rogelio, who, I mean, I lied to everyone on this one, if I could be honest with you, History, because we're not seeing either Shao nor Gearus in this one. He's going for the Homelander himself.
Yeah, we're actually seeing quite a bit of
what's this pay to win top 16?
Yeah. Don't say that. Someone will make a YouTube video about it. Just dash up with the command grab right now, but big leg, time to get clipped to the moon. Right now, it is just B-Word getting clocked in the corner, unable to get any offense going. That was all Rogelio that round. All Rogelio, very controlling, very dominating. Just took, like, it was kind of like Death by 1,000 Cuts. Wasn't as momentum heavy as we've seen. Oh wow, it's gonna catch throughout sky, ground.
Yeah, that one.
Jumping. Cancels right now. Rogelio looking to challenge it, but of course, nice combo conversion is gonna get the teleport. Back things up a little bit. Man, I gotta say, I absolutely love how this cancel-focused gameplay and some of the stuff he can do with Janet is insanely cool. Also, do not know how you throw take a throw you cannot see as a man prepared and ready to go. Catch the Homelander, gonna have the corner and the Oki, but a wake up down one just to catch him out the sky a bit. Patience being shown. Definitely B-Wood aware of Homelander's range. Does press him, have to overextend, but is gonna have a child yeeted at him. Troubles. Yeah, probably was looking for a breaker right there, but B-Word instead choosing to hold onto it, still believing he can win this game. It is very possible, as it is going to put him into fatal blow territory himself. Oh, that does so much. Has to be careful on the press. Just going to go for the float. Yeah, had to break that. Would have ended the game very, very quickly. But instead of having to deal with the throw, yep, there's that fatal blow I talked about. 10 in the eye.
Tying us up around the piece, coming off the big fatal blow though.
Understudy.
Tight.
We still
one
spit. Still sitting on some empty meter there. Got good positioning too as far as corner goes. Beautiful hit on the Farah there. The extra cooldown challenged by the frames, but dropped.
Time to be scared. Get things going. Looks like B-Wood just needed like a few games, a few seconds to kind of get the engine going, but he's looking a lot more comfortable in the Ermac. I say as he gets lasered in the eye holes.
Rogelio, the boldness. The throw with 3 bars. Staring at him on wake up, gets the confirm, and just got the full Janet back right on the frame. I feel like he needed it to get the big damage. Sure, the breaker's got to come. There's still another 200 damage that can come.
Yeah, does not want to have to deal with that. Man does so much once he gets it going, but really are not terrified to dash in there to utilize the Farah.
That was so smart. Saw the whiff, in the whiff recovery, just checked it with a command grab. Knowing that the block wanted to be there. Oh, zoning from Ermac. Hold on a second. In 2025? In this economy?
In this universe? Get out of here, Farah. Jesus, just wonderful, flawless block. Oh no, it's down 2. I'm gonna check you in VOTs. Bring out the demons. God damn, wow. Fearless right there. Absolutely fearless.
I appreciate the players tonight. They are doing some insane things to each other tonight as far as finishers go. We've seen some crazy messages sent, but we've seen very classic down to brutalities in ways that are very high risk. Again, in this economy, 1 minute and you're gone.
It's the scars and echoes of MK11 living. Just everyone still got it remotely in their brain. I can down to crushing blow someone, but from one top tier to another top tier, Rogelio moves from the Homelander over to the T1000.
What would I say? This pay to win top 16?
Oh my god, if Rogelio changes to another.
What's crazy is that it's cameo as well.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You may have a point. You're speaking the words of Twitter now.
I have a point. Yeah, I think that everyone has a point now. Damn. Mortal Kombat might actually be pay to win. Chat, you guys are right.
Oh no, don't give Twitter that power. They'll clip it out of context. Right there, but all gonna be flipped by 4-3. 3-2. Oh, interesting combo conversion. Gonna go into the full combo launch. This switch is really paying off with Rogelio.
Yeah, I don't know how this matchup really is on paper, but I can see the range of T1000 and kind of that spike range being problematic for Ermac, especially since I don't know if he can punish it at many ranges.
Yeah, I see it being kind of awkward. You have to second guess your options on the offense and just kind of shut down that space. You may just have to commit to your options and not get those conversions out of the field. Literally being poked out of it. No problem for B-Word. Just takes that 1 round to adjust, and it's like it's no one's problem at all. But it's simple. Gonna choose to hold this damage instead of having to break through it. Has the option there, but doesn't want to have to get too caught off it.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure if it was going to give him the side switch or not at the ender. Also, if we can, let's put ELG on Rogelio. Oh, the wake up neutral call out.
Very big call out and a nice bit of damage. Unfortunately, does miss the sweep, so isn't going to quite get the Oki off it, but still, damage is damage, and that did a heavy amount.
Wow.
Oh.
So interesting. Yeah, to do it that close, and it worked. Turn around for B-Wood here. First full combo he's seen in quite some time here. Oh no, the active frames on the second hit, not anti-airing for him. Rogelio got the clean hit, but a full cash out. Oh, he's gonna get a big one here. Only half the Movado for the pickup. No, he didn't put it in. Gets it up again with the low.
Missed it.
And the switch pays off. Rogelio, you said going from one to another.
T1000.
And then becomes your own. 1-1. Will we see a switch from B-Wood?
I mean, it's very well possible. We did see the Shao earlier today, and it was putting in a lot of work, and it was paying off in a really big way. So I could see it happening.
I've seen him pick Sub-Zero in tournament before.
Ooh, I mean, versatility is the spice of life when it fighting games, so you never know.
He's sticking it with Yermak.
Oh?
I think that he's got the mentality of, I just need to hit him once with the stuff, take 600, and just wipe him off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I have the moral victory at that point. Put down your controller. Always gonna get the Oki off this.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, you know, we were just talking about it.
Yep, and here it is. A lot of people fall prey to that T1000, you know, low stance by checking it with a high, a slower, mid, and lets them get away. And that's what happens. You can actually challenge and punish that little goop stance for almost 600 damage with this Ermac Janet.
Oh, there it is again. You gotta be careful about that, Rogelio. B-Wood is more than ready to have to deal with that lick start if need be. Full combo conversion off this. There it is. Nice attempted call out on a jump in from Janet, but has to walk over it. He's gonna float. No, teleport instead. Oh, that's such a freaky mid-game taunt. Punish on the jump in. Oh, get out of here, Movado. Give him the FP anymore. Yeah, no, B-Wood's slowing things down. Actually, just using some of the projectile elements of Ermac has been particularly interesting to see, but it's not really what this character is known for in the game. Get off me. Wonderful dash in down the space. Full combo conversion. Oh, that drop. Be just a teleport. Get that free jump in. Oh, that would have been so.
Playing this lead perfectly, making him come to him, but oh no, jump 3. So hard to anti-air. And a lot of other normals, I feel like, would have come from the sky, would have gotten eaten up by, again, those active frames of Ermac right there, but not that jump kick at the apex of it, giving Rogelio a chance here. He's gonna have full Movado as well. Get over here! Big knockdown. And B-Wood tried it again. The audacity. And he woke up. Oh, back grab.
Oh, wait. Still glimmer of fight in there.
B-Wood is insane for some of the things that he just did.
That's a man of belief, man. That is a man of belief.
He's him. He's him tonight. No longer B-Wood. We're looking at Pro-Wood. That's what I've heard him called in the streets. And I think that we're seeing.
No, I thoroughly agree.
Pro-Wood TTV tonight. Also, just got confirmation that Sunio just made top 8 off stream.
Hey, still in the fight.
Over Lubana.
Live.
GG.
Oh, more DLC characters. Let's go.
No, but yes at the same time. Torpedo. Torpedo. Eagly. Eagly. Eagly.
Remind me to have there he is.
Deagly.
He's gonna get the shield.
Eagly.
You know what, chat? Take a shot for every.
Okay, careful.
Let's be ambitious. Let's go teleport around. Have the mid screen to work with. Oh,
that is a juicy pickup. Timed perfectly, and look at the reward you get off that 242 and a shot at the title, and even covered the approach with the bowling ball. Thank you, Tremor. And this is the team that I've seen play kind of the most here because he can just kind of torpedo in. He's got full Tremor, make it a mind game. Plus frames.
Felt that command grab being felt in my bones. Yeah, choosing to just hold all of this damage right now. What comes next? Yeah, there it is.
Also, where are the animalities, guys? People
Yeah,
are
we
going to put
need
money
it.
into the prize pool for animalities. We need them. We want them.
Getting some trades here. For the low. Oh,
That
the
might
meat's
work.
gonna. Oh, the health deficit.
Got there in time. I was scared.
Match point for B-Wood right now. The work put in on this Ermac is paying off in a really big way. Combo conversion, gonna get the mid-screen to work with. Oh, gonna get the back broken again. Yep, wise to break it very early. You want to carry on with that lead. I mean, with that full stick of butter, you might as well spend it at that point. Full conversion, gonna get the float, but oh, it's gonna get hit. Nice combo conversion, unorthodox. Yeah, has to break it right now. Cannot be caught off guard, unless Rogelio is out. Ooh, interesting. Wow, I've never seen that before. Oh no, the big drop right now. But you know what? That is fair. That is fair. That is unfortunate from Rogelio. That big drop right there is gonna allow B-Wood to proceed further and deeper into the tournaments, making his part of your top 8, I believe.
That he does. Denying us the animality, by the way.
Boo.
Yeah, boo that man.
Boo.
GG's though, great stuff. B-Wood in top 8. We'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, along with everyone else on here. Joystick versus Online Kale. El Kukui versus the Mighty Unjust. Somebody versus Sunio. And somebody versus B-Wood. Who? I have no clue. But we're gonna find out. Okay, this is going down tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. Right here. Same time, same place. And up next is our final match of the night. We got one more match running off stream. And that's Dwarf versus Michael Seraphan. Michael Seraphan 3-2 over Mist. Holy crap. Wow. Back-to-back fourth placer. The fourth seed going down at 13th today.
It's always awesome to see how well Michael Seraphan. Every time I see him play on stream, I'm part of any tournament I get to commentate, he gets better every time.
Agreed. And ever since his kind of breakthrough at the last chance qualifier for last final combat.
Oh man, you love to see it and you love to hear it.
Our last match of the night is going to be Full Auto versus ELG's Lil Dre.
Ooh.
Who I believe is a Cyrax specialist.
Cyrax specialist.
I could be.
This will be interesting.
I could be dead wrong. I'm pretty sure that they played Cyrax last time, though.
I mean, I'll be for real, man. It's kind of crazy to see what everyone was saying about Cyrax last year on her release, along with Sector and them going ugh, these characters are so mid, they don't seem very good. And then the Pro Tour picked up, and then the comp picked up, and everyone's now look at how cracked they are.
What a character right now, with so many cameos, too. If she can combo off that command grab, boy. Woo. Scary things are afoot.
Yeah, you just get absolutely nuked. Absolutely nuked. What a powerful, powerful character, man.
And where are you at, Full Auto? There you are. Boom. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Here, this is again week 3 of an 8-week series, so we got plenty of weeks left. We got one more break coming up when CEO happens. Just like with Combo Breaker, we don't like to run over it. I know a lot of the players here in NA are actually going to be there. They're big stops on the pro competition. CEO is also down there in Orlando, so a lot of people are going there on vacation. Go enjoy it, and that's in 2 weeks. If you guys are curious, it's a really big tournament down there. I know a lot of killers are going to be there. One of my dark horses is an Omni-Man player. Just saying. Gonna be great.
I mean, hell yeah, man. I'm. Well, what a fun character to watch be played.
I won't name names though. But after that, we're gonna, I think, run all the way through until the end of the season. After that, with no breaks from week, what is that, 5 on. Going to be back to back to back. If you guys want to sign up yourself, if you're in North America with a wired connection, if your Wi-Fi, okay, leave in the bracket. Feel free to watch. Get out of here if you're on Wi-Fi. If you have wired connection, feel free to sign up every Saturday, 6 p.m. Top 32 get points. And let's get into this next match. It's going to be Lil Dre, Full Auto. This last match of the night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you for joining us for all these wonderful games. I hope we've been able to put on an excellent show for all of you, and I have no doubt that is how we'll be closing things out. And looks, oh, we're getting a Madam Bo as well. Okay, let's go. Down for full auto, getting ready to go. Oh, goes for the Sonya pick as well, wants the safe overhead. Oh, I see the source with the Cyrax. This is interesting because this is not a team I typically see. When you see Cyrax paired with anyone, typically Serena, you know, even some instances Chameleon for that regard, you don't really see this team too much. So I'm interested to see what is the source.
This is the latest wave right now. Where, I mean, I know we haven't even seen the start of it, but wait till we start to see some of the grab combos, and if Lil Dre decides to go for the full spend on the Madam Bo slides or not, that's actually going to be really big key. Oh my gosh, sets up the armor break, and nothing that Full Auto can do about watching that health bar simply disappear after that.
What am I looking at? There's so much happening with this character. It's so cool.
This has been the most Bo bottle toss heavy that I've seen to the approach of this team. It's been a lot of bottle tosses and a lot of just swinging.
Yeah, there's so many bombs.
Bombs and bottles, oh my.
Skies, some bomb traps up. Yep, has to hold that. It's great armor as well. Just gonna go, just raw dog in with that overhead. Fair enough. A lot of nice damage you're putting in. Full auto right now. Gonna have to work with 41 damage.
Oh, the Sonya actually missed right there, went underneath Cyrax. And this is a much scarier team, I feel like. You know, the Nitara Darius is scary, but the mix-ups that she gets in plus frames off of the Sonya, oh my. Not gonna matter here though, that life bar is gonna simply disappear like a magic trick before our eyes.
Triple, quadruple bomb set up at that point. What's happening? This character. And this character is crazy once she gets things going. It's insane.
It's a lot of chip. It's a lot of blocking once she gets that first hit. Multiple bombs down, and then you're just at her mercy as far as what mix-up she can apply from there.
Definitely seeing some echoes of the past from MK9 Cyrax, that command grab, just looping you into that bomb.
MKX2, I'll say it. Cyrax and MKX was downplayed. Come at me. Every single one of you. I will die on that hill.
To be fair, I don't know if it's a case of her being downplayed. I think it was just the fact that the other cyborgs were so popular after the nerf that character took after KB2 released. But I agree.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ooh, interesting trade, but the drop off the gloop.
Sets up the EX bomb, nice. Oh, that's one of my favorite setups with her right there. The usage of that EX dash, leaving a bomb behind. The mind games.
Yeah, that command grab
with this team.
That was filth, bro. Why?
Even drank a bottle there. Going to load up some extra options. That's going to give her access to another different type of dash.
Yeah, just goes for that quick dash in, just straight back into the bomb again, man. But Walton knows that he needs this to be just a momentum offense heavy game right now. Shut down every option, maximize that.
Madam Bo! You dirty old woman!
Still not your turn.
I can't believe that she was still out there. She is the ultimate homie.
She is.
Full auto needed to flawless block that. Are you kidding me?
You're talking
There
about how
is no
cracked
way
this man was.
that man just flawless blocked one of the most
I respect
things
your
you have to
warrior
hold
skills.
on wake up. Like that's currently one of the biggest complaints about Cyrus. Is you've got to hold that wake up, especially in a chip out situation. Intergalactic flawless block from that man.
Absolutely insane. Set up the trap once again. No Madam Bo action, but he clipped by the bomb.
Ooh, no full punish on that slide. Might be crucial against the mix. And watch this damage. Go bird. Oh, kept it pretty straightforward. Into the double mix with Sonya. Yeah, what the heck? Get a mop to clean that up. Big interrupts. All full auto right now. We're putting on the aura right there, getting over everything, but nothing. There was still a bomb there. What in the heck? Oh, God.
That was.
I think this is over. The bomb's still there. Was he able to recover in time? This is insanity.
Save from that dive kick. That
Full
entire
auto
game
has come to life. Yeah, this is wild.
that was so cracked from start to finish. Oh my god.
This is transcendent Mortal Kombat right here. There are no more laws. There's no more frame data.
What is frames? That doesn't count to belief. Oh my god, that was crazy. Just the perfect timing of that. That insane. Very well played on full auto right there. You know, that's one of the crazy things about full auto. This is a man that cannot be like shook up in how he feels about certain game plans. So much so that it's actually forced the Lil Dre right off the Cyrax into the T1000.
Round one, fight.
Oh, we're getting monetized for this one. Nice.
Good. It's worth it.
Trying to get mixed.
I get it.
I love to say that monetized.
I get to put Nitara on the thumbnail though, so it's gonna even out. Trust me. One of the mix, I think more importantly, one of the side switch right there. But Lil Dre said, I'm gonna swing through this anyway.
Round two.
T1000 striking again. And how many times have we seen T1000 be picked into, not necessarily be picked outright?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we've seen it a few times today. It hasn't been like the go-to pick right away. Like expected people
excuse me? That's not hurting.
Oh my god. Yeah, for Autumn fully knows like he needs to make everything. Time to get launched. Oh, the launch. Let's go for the Oki instead. Oh, he did not care. For Autumn's cracked. he's terrified. He didn't care. I'm just gonna challenge you.
What's crazy is Lil Dre was like, you got it. Again, holding the meter. Ooh, there's the active frames. This is actually the pick that we saw earlier. He's so effective.
DLC string has never been stronger. Full auto play 42.
That went
that might actually
underneath
hit.
the wake up spike. Are you kidding me? What an answer to the wake up.
Animality.
Dude, you feel your animality. Dude, fuck, I'm gonna DM him on Twitter. Somebody. Please, we need it. We need it.
We need to feed the guy paying for us, guys.
Parks, I'm trying, buddy. I'll get across to these kids eventually.
Yeah, no, full auto is just kind of like, again, that's one of the things I love about particular characters in this game, when they're just like an utter momentum machine. And when you put someone as cracked a full auto behind it, like, it's just crazy. So much so that Lil Dre is just kind of like, I have to go back. I have to go back.
Imminent.
Oh, Michael Seraphan get the W. and we'll
Let's
be in
go.
top 8. Akira did make it after all. Let's go.
The dream still lives on. Safe dive kick, gonna knock out the Serena for a little bit as well. Yeah, Full Auto looking way more comfortable in this matchup. Non, casually. Yeah, it's like, I'm just gonna move around your bombs now and you're gonna have to respect it. And it looks like little Dre is just kind of like, he's just a little bit frozen. He's not being able to control the game plan like he did in the previous round. Oh, very bold of Full Auto. Just sit on that bomb. Oh, there it is. Sense the desperation, tasting the blood, winning the kill. Oh my god, it's gonna be down button gets out the sky, but this could be all that what Little Dre needs right now. One touch, one mistake, and it needs to have Auto do 2 more mistakes, and that would be set play.
No meter free whatsoever. Trying to get out there with a jump. Oh my god, is it a miracle here? No, just simply dive kick. He was in the corner. He was in the corner and he still jumped backwards and dive kicked. That is some crazy stuff right there.
Yeah,
Full Auto put it all out there. And it is that lack of fear that sometimes just bullies Full Auto through some of the best matches I've seen here in Kolosseum throughout our history.
That's a man, patient, waiting and ready to go right now. He can absolutely taste the top 8 spot, but has to beat Full Auto. And Auto's been playing really well. He's having small moments where Oki really pays off. Oh, boy,
Got a bomb.
It's gone. That was crazy. That's a 50-50 guess, but that's the nuts.
Some big belief from Lil Dre. He's starting to feel the pressure right now from Full Auto. It is on. He's about to build a breaker. What a gorgeous. I love that. The little ballerina spin.
Timer in the bomb. Go out. One more guess after this. Is he going to go for the meter drain? Yes, he is.
Spent 2 bars. Took every single one of Full Auto's.
Yes, go to chip situation. Little Dre still in the fight. The Shqarok switch absolutely paying off right now.
Winner of this match will be facing B-Wood in top 8 losers tomorrow. 6 o'clock Eastern, right here on the channel. Oh, sent the smart one. It's Jason. But still, so mobile is this Nitara. Getting out of dodge and out of situations that some others are just going to hold and a flight kick. Catching Little Dre with no meter to save him. He's eating a lot of damage here. Oh, the empty flight overhead. The tricks are off the Full Out. How much is this hitting for? The siphon is on. She's still at full health. A raw overhead again.
Oh my god, yeah.
Is this it? Full Auto on the precipice of a top 8 once more here. With this Nitara becoming demonic here late in the game and just checks him with the mid. And he will top 8.
Animality. Do it.
Yes! Yeah, let's go! In the final match of the night, my man Full Auto does it for the people. Everyone on YouTube screaming animality right now. Getting their just desserts. Let's go. Full Auto. Back in the fight.
Yeah, absolutely cracked play on his part, making some of the hardest of hard reads and the gutsiest. Like, this man's composure throughout. When you're playing against a character like Shqarok, you can just effectively TOD you, like, unstoppable. Unbelievably well played in Full Auto's part. And Little Dre jumped a little bit around the board in terms of who comfortable with in the matchup, but he played phenomenally well. Just came up a little bit short, especially in the damage department when you're playing against Nitara.
There is your top 8 bracket set in stone for week number 3. If you want to see it, its epic conclusion tomorrow, 6 p.m. right here on the channel. Top to bottom. Joystick versus Online Kale. El Kukui versus the Mighty Unjust. The twins battle each other. Michael Seraphan versus Sunio on losers. B-Wood versus Full Auto. It's going to be a great one. History. It's been great having you on. Here's our current schedule and what is coming up the next couple of weeks before CEO. Look at that handsome son of a bitch on the left. History, once again, thanks for being on here with us, man. Always a pleasure to have you here on Kolosseum.
Thank you very much for having me
Way past your bedtime.
I mean, we work on demon hours, but you know, it's an absolute pleasure to be back on commentating with yourself. Sorely missed having the opportunity to do so. And you know, it's great to see all the wonderful talent that you're bringing back here onto the Kolosseum, you know, with some of the people we do have coming our way, like fellow brother Falcon, as well as fellow EU brother Rips. It's great to see some EU representation.
There's
here.
a lot of EU on here. Wait a minute. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up again. Look at this. The weekend after. Fabs is coming on as well. Black Jesus here on the NA side. Tento on with us for a lot of the top 8s. Zero Syndicate joining us tomorrow, while Tento is working some other kind of esports affiliated something. I don't know. That dude's grinding. But always on with us is Tento as well. Big shouts to everyone coming on with us for comms here for season number X. And if you guys want to get involved yourselves, sign up for this season. Week number 4 is next week. If you want to jump in, if you're in North America, plus a couple other countries as well. Mexico's allowed, Canada's allowed. It is crossplay. Jamaica's allowed, and Puerto Rico also allowed in this series. Signups close Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern of the week. There's your sign up link right there. Discord as well on the right. Definitely join us if you want to get in on the action. If you just want to watch, Saturday and Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, YouTube and Twitch. Thanks for being here with us, guys. We'll see you next week for some more action. And on the way out of here, it's going to be part of the outro. I'm going to talk about him some more during the top 8 tomorrow. Got a little something special for him, but just on the way out, there is going to be a quick moment of silence for someone that has just passed in our community, unfortunately. And that is Cyclone, one of the best MKX players to ever grace the game in the world, in my opinion. Competed in everything that we ever held for MKX. I'll talk about him more tomorrow. Got some of his footage for us to check out. But a moment of silence for our boy on the way out of here. He just passed recently. Super unfortunate news. Cyclone, rest in peace, my friend. You guys have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow for top 8. You guys have a great one. Peace.